Taking dip. And we're live.
Okay, okay.
We're live. We're live. Thank you. How we doing, folks out there? Hey. Okay, let me check something here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a storm on our hands here, folks. Starting tomorrow night at 11, I'll be broadcasting through the evening until this thing, makes landfall. We're going to watch this together, folks. Y'all see it right here with me. I am the Storm Prediction Center. Come on in here. Let's talk hurricane. I live on the coast. I've got a lot to say about this subject. Know a lot about it. Hey, Nils, how you doing? A little hurricane talk today. Tonight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What did I want to do? I want to give you all the latest coordinates on this thing as of, I think, 8 o'clock advisory. Let's see. And, don't mind. Okay. I don't want one here. Okay. It's down to it's got the wind are up to 60 miles an hour. If y'all are listening. What's up, Farmer? You getting ready for the storm? We're talking about that tonight. Max wind 60 miles per hour. Moving northeast, and that's going to pull off towards the more north, and then off to the northwest. Head pressure, central pressure, lowest pressure recorded now is 991 millibars. So it's tightening on up. We're going to wait for this 11 o'clock advisory. See what we got out of that. They still, I think, have it coming in as a 3 still, but I'm not sure. I don't know, but it could be dangerous, folks. It could be dangerous. Hey, Vince, how you doing? Welcome to the program. We're talking Hurricane Helene. I used to know a chick named Helene. She only had one leg, but that was years ago in school. Felt sorry for her. I used to push her around when she'd get tired of leaning. The things you do for people. I got a problem. I think a farmer. You got a lot of You got a lot of experience with storms too, living on out there in Florida. I don't know if you're a coastal town. I think you're inland near Gainesville, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but with me being exactly right on the coast, folks, I've seen my share of them. I've been through, I guess, I don't know, about 20 since a kid. I mean, they're not every summer you get one, you know. You're, but I mean, I think everybody will experience something that's catastrophic to their coastal areas sooner or later. But our state sticks out, you know, kind of jogs out into the ocean and shit. But yeah, we do need the rain, folks. Rain is vital to everything. Maybe farmer won't be so damn poor if it gets in. If you're 40, well, you're right there, fucking. You're gonna get some heavy shit done, farmer. You better, you know, you're gonna have to. Don't take it lightly, folks. That's how people end up in the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, oh shit, I got this. Nah, well, maybe you don't. Especially the son of a bitches that were on the day. Hey, what's up, Nicole? This was one that was coming into Galveston or something in Texas, and these bastards didn't want to leave the pier. They decided they were going to stay there on the pier. I guess it was like a fishing pier or something, but I guess they had some access to it, and they stayed inside this snack bar place up on the pier, and they were talking all kinds of shit on the news about how they ain't scared and shit. We've been through worse. But see, here's what they didn't count on. They didn't count on rapid intensification right there on the shoreline. Hey, what's up there, agent, FBI? They didn't count on that rapid intensification shit. And now it's too late, folks. But they're on their cell phones trying to call emergency fucking medical fucking fire department and everybody else come out there and get them, right? And I guess they were recording it at the police station or the fire department. And you ought to hear all them damn calls. And I think they lost their lives. They never were heard from again. But they were begging them to come get them. Can't do that, you know. They gave you plenty of fucking. It was laid out for you what was coming, but you thought you had it when you didn't. And me, I don't talk people into coming with me. If they say evacuate, I'm usually gone before they issue it. Tell you the truth. And the ones that need to, and I recommend that you do it in your prospective towns if you're near the coast, up there in Big Bend area, north west Florida, in the Gulf of Mexico. Don't take no chances like this, folks. Just get your stuff, get your pets, get your medicine, get all the fucking paperwork you need to take with you. You can replace everything else, you know. Don't be a hero. Don't be a thrill seeker. Don't have a hurricane party and think that you're fucking going to get through it. I mean, even with this thing coming on shore, there, I'd say at least 3 hours inland, you're gonna have some pretty rough shit. And they say it's 18-foot storms, 18 plus foot storm surge coming in there, man. It's pushing the water on up in there. And that where it's all building up at that, you know, just right there. It's like a fucking bowl. Like it's carved out. But anyway, we'll get through it. But we will be starting our class and tomorrow after 11 o'clock advisory. As this thing is, you know, creeps on through the Gulf of Mexico towards the Florida Panhandle. So if you live in, I'd say Apalachicola, Panama City, Gainesville, Tallahassee, County of Perry, I'd haul ass if you were in Perry. Go now, take it. Fuck everything now. I leave before the traffic's bad. And if you can, go east or west, folks. And if I was in your car, I'd tell you to go west. Go out to like fucking Baton Rouge or something, or Mobile would be safe. I'm just kidding. Get over to Mobile. Pensacola would be safe too, I think. You don't listen to me, listen to your local people that tell you what to do. I don't know. There's a link down there for y'all would like to talk weather, storms, what you've been in before, the damage that it caused. Did you evacuate when the storms came? I don't know where y'all live, so I can't tell you. Y'all put where you live right there in the chat for me, whoever's in here. Hi, lurkers up there. We're glad that you're here, folks. This is a sort of this is a brief weather update, storm shit, whatever the hell y'all want to call it. But we're here. Florida's in it. Florida's in the radar. Florida's the bullseye. But not too many people. I know we're all worn out in this cone of uncertainty. Oh, get in my cone of uncertainty. What's up, Mark?
Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
I think I'm the only seasoned professional storm guy in the room right now. There might be somebody else, but as far as I know, I'm the only seasoned hurricane rider.
Well, I've lived on the coast for 62 years. I've had my share.
Oh, have you? Well, then, hey, we got a competition here. Let's battle this.
Yeah.
Did you go through 5 in 1 year?
Did I go through 5 in 1 year?
Back to back, yes.
No, but I tried to find out that graphic on Florida. They got hit with they were in all over the state of Florida. They were coming in from the Gulf. They're getting from the east side, west side.
I got hit one time at 5 times in 1 year, dude. I think it was like 2014 or something. I'm trying to remember, but it was somewhere around then. We'd get a storm, and then our power would be out for a week or two. This is back when we all had generators and could afford gas. And then after we got the power back on, another one came through. Did it to us 5 times in 1 year we got hit. I forget what year it was. I can't even remember storms' names anymore, dude.
5 consecutive years that it came to where you were at, or it came to another part of the
5
city?
times. No, 5 times in 1 year, back to back. We got hit in Central Florida, down near Orlando area. Yes, it was a terrible year. We were running diesel, off-road diesel in our trucks because we couldn't get regular diesel fuel, so they said we could use the off-road fuel.
You were in Orlando?
I was north of Orlando, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well,
in between Orlando and Daytona. I was like 40 minutes from Daytona Beach.
Okay, well, I understand that, but that 40 minutes and that extra almost 80 miles, 70 miles.
Yeah, but they was coming in from the west and the south, and you name it. They came in from all kinds. That was a bad year that year, man. This year ain't over yet, so I mean, just think where I'm at right now.
I know what you're saying, but to get a direct hit, you'd have to be on the coast, right on the fucking coast. I see.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
like, how in the fuck is somebody on the coast? But now I get it. You're in Florida, in the middle, and the storms come over top of you after they come inland. Yeah.
Yeah, they drop. That's why I say if this is only a 3 coming in, if it could get up to a 4. I mean, there's no way of knowing. It could go to Texas. You know what I mean? But the cones showing either come in by Tallahassee or all the way over this way. So I'm not sure. But you don't really know. Well, they zigzag. Yes. If you partied, tomorrow night would be the night. If you partied, I guess.
We're going to have it tomorrow night, hurricane party. Y'all come on over here, and we're going to ride this thing all the way until landfall.
Well, last time I went live, I think it was the last time, the time before that, I went live when the tree fell on my roof and collapsed my back porch down on top of me. I had to dive in the back door to get out the way from the roof falling on me. I was live that one.
People just don't really take people don't want to look. I know Night Owl lives pretty much on the coast. I'm not sure where Night Owl is at, But she's up there in the Northeast. And Sasa Jade used to live right there in the fucking mitt. Well, we go up the coast, we go right into, I guess it's Newfoundland, whatever the fuck they call it, Newfoundland or some shit. I don't know.
Yes, I didn't look at the news lately.
Well,
I looked at the news earlier.
Are you still north of Orlando?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm northwest. I'm 2 hours west of Jacksonville, down I-10, straight west of Jacksonville, 2 hours.
Yeah, so
and I'm 1 hour east of Tallahassee.
Okay, 1 hour east of Tallahassee. So you're in the middle there. And Gainesville should be to the southwest of you.
Yeah, and Perry's right south of me. Perry's not far from me. I could be in Perry in 30 minutes.
Well, that's where I got my bullseye on right there. That's what East Coast prediction. I mean, I've been doing this shit. I was going to school at one point for meteorology, folks. Can you imagine?
Well, did you know? Hey, they said it's been 80 years since a storm came in over there by Steinhatchee there down Dixie County area. It's been like 80 years since the storm came in and had a direct hit along the coast right there. We've had 2 of them so far since then. This would be the 3rd one if it comes in here in a row.
Yeah.
But some of the storms have never really came before. Right in the armpit of Florida, we call this the armpit. The Big Bend, that's where the curve where it bends and goes south.
We kind of get a little bit of a break because Southwest Virginia or Southeast Virginia sits there and it nudges out into the Atlantic a little bit, but then North Carolina, the Outer Banks are, they're lined up underneath of us, and they stick out. You got
so it gets caught inside there, and then it just comes straight in like a hook, huh?
Well, yeah, but usually going over the barrier islands there, the OBS Outer Banks, it'll. But it doesn't really have that much effect of it on anything because it goes across there and it gets into Pamlico Sound. And then if it's going north, then, we're usually, if it goes to the Pamlico Sound, we're usually right on the right side. We're on the dirty side of it.
Yeah, that's well on the right side. That's where all the wind will be on my side.
Right, the right front quadrant.
Hey, like I said, I'm not too worried because they're only expecting it to be a 3. So as soon as it hits the land, it drops down. You know what I mean? It's going to drop down to a 2.
It does with all the, with all the obstruction, friction of the land and shit.
Yep. Once it picks up all the water. So by the time it would get here, it ain't going to be a 2 or a 1.
But there's an asterisk here. The storms in the last 5 years, the intensification of them has lasted. They're getting longer after they go inland. Without no fuel, without no source, huh?
You on the photo
live stream, and they're without fuel. Okay, and I don't know what they're banking this into being a climate thing or whatever, but they're lasting and they're holding on to intensification, even when they're.
You want me to go down? You want me to go down to the coast and film it hitting?
I wish you would. No, I don't want to go down to Category 3.
I can't afford it. That's the only problem. Everything's so expensive now. You can't afford nothing. You can't afford gas to ride around no more. It's bad. My insurance doubled again, I think, or it's probably doubled. It's probably almost doubled. Everything's going up. Huh?
Trump called me and told me to tell you, farmer, fuck you, ha ha, and your shit went up. Now I'm talking.
Yeah. Hey, like I say, I might have to retire this year and say, fuck it all, feed them hog grain. I retire, then I'm going to really do some stuff. I'm going to be driving all over the place once I retire. What do you think? Because I'll be retired. I'll be allowed to. So what are you doing? Say, I'm retired. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Yeah.
I would love to be a storm chaser. I would really like to be a storm chaser.
We'd have to have a badass rig, man. You'd have to have something badass to drive around in. You couldn't just drive around a little car. I mean, you need like a bulletproof Hummer. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I was gonna buy a Hummer one time. I'll here before I
They
met
ain't no
this.
good in the mud. They ain't
No,
worth
they
a
ain't.
damn in the mud, but
They stopped making
they're
parts.
okay. What?
Can't get parts for them, and
Oh,
they ain't
hell
telling
no.
nobody. And they ain't telling nobody. Another fleecing.
Everything's a scam now, man. Look at a loaf of bread. It's full of holes. Bread got holes in it. You see it? You're buying air. Not even solid. Huh? Think about that for a minute. Get back.
But it's what you know. But I mean, damn man, it was a fun job. It would be a fun job, but you'd have to have sponsors, get somebody behind you, maybe make some kind of deal with the Weather Channel or something like that. And now they got
Can
42
we,
different weather
hey,
stations.
can we put your life insurance policy in my name? I'm just saying. I mean, somebody's name's got to be in, right? Up there. If we get just like $1 million policy, we can put it in my name. I'm good with that. What you think? Just in
Do it.
case. I mean, you might as well have, $1 million policy or so. Just in
Yeah.
case, double, what we get double indemnity. If you get a crash and burn in the middle of a hurricane, we get 2 million then, right? So
But
something like
if I
that.
was,
Oh, that's the kind of policy I want, huh? I mean, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Just in case, there's nothing going to happen or nothing. But
if I was funded right, and if I had the funds, I'd be already down there. I know I would. I'd be down there right
yeah,
now.
hey, the one guy's coming down here. His name's JLR or JRL Investigates. I usually share
Yeah.
his channel on my community page, but he was up in Virginia, West Virginia, just yesterday, I think, or today. Maybe I was watching it. He said, y'all got a bunch of daggone peoples up there taking over the town like they got out there in Springfield, Ohio. Like
Yeah.
you got a whole town full of Haitians up there too. He was investigating.
I
Same
wonder
thing's
if we
going up
could
there.
pull
They're
up that
eating the
West.
cats, dude. They're eating the cats, man.
Hey, can we pull up that West Virginia song from last night? Control Room.
I don't know.
They're
I'd
doing
have to be
things.
able to remember yesterday that song. I can't remember no song from yesterday.
No, that was a West Virginia song that I texted around last night that I was working on. I think y'all like it.
Yeah, I listened to so much music yesterday, I can't even remember.
I uh, I played with myself a lot yesterday. I'm just kidding.
Hey, we're missing a cat, man. I'm missing a cat. You know that, right? I'm starting to wonder.
Follow the mustard trail, dude.
I've been looking for some breadcrumbs outside.
Cat on a stick. I don't know, man. Cats might be a delicacy. You never know. I couldn't taste one. I wouldn't. Uh, but if I
Hey,
was
we
hungry, I'm
got
not. Man, if I was starving to
we
death.
got owls down here. We got owls down here big enough to eat a cat.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
pick them
yeah.
up and they fly back towards the ground and they let go of them right before they hit the ground. And then they pick them up again, fly way up in the air, and then fly back towards the ground as hard and fast as they can and drop them right before they get to the ground. Yeah, they end
Farmer,
them real quick like that.
I went to Florida when I was like 15 years old,
Right?
right? Left Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia on a Greyhound bus. Got to Jacksonville, and got picked up at the bus station. Went on, but I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy shit in Florida. I stayed there until I
Yeah.
was 21 years old. But I had to make it was rough the fucking first fucking 6 months. I didn't know
I waited until
nobody.
I turned 18. After I turned 18, I came and I went straight to Daytona Beach. Then I
No,
went to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area.
I made my way around Florida all over that bitch. From
Yeah, I went from
Pensacola,
Fort.
Naples to Tampa to Orlando,
I
Daytona,
went to my.
everywhere.
Hey, it was the early '80s, dude. I found my way to Miami real quick.
Yeah, and I was dealing shit to the damn high school. I pull up there in a Volkswagen Beetle, dude, at lunchtime, and they were
Yeah.
fucking these kids were around me. Fucking, I mean, I don't know why nobody picked onto that. And I wasn't selling weed, folks. I'm just trying to tell you now. But I was like 15 or 16 years old then. I know I left when I was 15, but I don't know how old it was when I got into that. But it was my source of income. Sorry. If your kids are all fucked up on drugs, it's me. Oh, shit.
Hey, when we come down here, there was a lot of work, man. You could get a job doing construction work because there was a lot of work in the 80s.
I
I
did.
mean,
I worked as a plumber's helper and I pumped gasoline at night. I worked at a filling station. And when I first got down there, though, I was told that I'd be able to stay with this girl that was my girlfriend at the time. I didn't know what I was doing, but I got pissed off at the job because my dad had just died about 8 months prior to that. And after that, I was like, shit, there ain't nothing to hold me back here. And she left. She called me up and crying and shit, telling me all this fucking I love you shit. And I said, I'm coming. I'm quitting tomorrow. I'll be there on the bus tomorrow night. And I did. I got down there and shit. And she said,
and when you're that age and a girl calls, I guess you run, huh?
I was trailing. I was on 95 heading south to her mouth, man. That's all I remember.
My girl moved down here, and I followed her down here about as soon as I got my money right. About a few months later, and I ain't never left Florida since. Really, I hitchhiked to California and back one time. Something to do because I was bored.
But
Me and a buddy of mine.
I used to. Only place I had to stay because I couldn't stay there. It all changed, you know. The whole fucking
Jacksonville, though. God dang, you went to the worst shithole in Florida. You should have kept going right past Jacksonville.
I was in Orange Park actually, and that was pretty decent.
I don't know much about what's that. Is that a nice area?
Yeah, it was pretty nice there. It was typical suburban American, you know, white collar shit. And let me tell you this shit. It was crazy what happened to me. So I get down there and the plans had changed. I ain't allowed to stay at their house. Nobody, I don't know a fucking soul. So, and then this one girl from the high school said her dad was in real estate and she had a bunch of empty houses in the area and I could probably hang out in one. Well, I did. I went in there, but there was a certain time where you had to be gone because the realtors would come and show the place and shit. So I'd be prior to this time, I was good, you know, but it was boring as fuck. There wasn't no radios, no phone. I don't even think some of them had electricity hooked up in. And I'd make my way around, you know, I think it was like 2 or 3 of them I'd stay in. And then they were too busy and shit. And I think somebody fucking figured out I was there or something. And had to get out of there and I didn't have nothing left, right? So I'm staying in the little patch of woods next to the Scotty lumber yard down there. And I stayed in them woods. Now I'm just a kid, dude. And I'd say I was 16 or so. Then. No, I had to have been. No, I left when I was 15. I don't know how long. I don't know. About 16. And I used to stay under palmetto bushes and fight off rattlesnakes and all kinds of shit. I was scared to fucking death. And
fuck that. I'm not sleeping under no goddamn palmetto bush. What the hell was wrong? Oh, you was from up north. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, I had to do was. No, my mic is.
One thing you don't do is sleep near the palmetto bushes, y'all. Use palmetto bushes to start your fire. The old brown ones that are all brown and gone, you break them off, they start a great fire. Even in the rain, you can start a fire with a dried up palmetto branch. You know that?
So I'm underneath the bush, and I'm broke, right? I'm hungry, I'm broke. And I noticed that people would walk by in the mornings to go to the lumber yard or go to Crystal's Hamburgers. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's good, a little hamburger. And I'd be in the fucking
still got them here.
And people used to come by, you know. I made a couple of friends that walked through. And then it got to be now a survival mode. I'm fucking hungry, dude. The next one that comes down here, I got to clip you. I'm sorry. I'm saying my prayers before I do it. I'm going to rob you. And sure as shit, the guy came down there, and I had half a fifth of liquor, Jack Daniels. And I said, "What's up? Where are you going to?" I needed to hear him say, "I'm going to go buy some lumber, or I'm going to go to Crystal's." And I hit him with that fucking liquor bottle, knocked his ass out.
Yeah, he's violent. Huh?
Well, I mean, I had to live, but
Yeah.
I was. It was. I wasn't no crazy nut loon. It was just down to it, you know. And going out there bumming wasn't my thing. I didn't even know if you could. And I got a few bucks from him. It wasn't that much, enough to do the day, you know. And then the gas station that was right across outside the woods where you walk into them, and I could see it every day, every morning. So one day I went over there, and this guy named Big Al was in there. He owned it. And I went in there, and I got a Coke or some shit, and he goes, "Hey, let me ask you a question. I see you go in the woods all the time over there." He says, "You know, I get here about 6 o'clock to open the station, and sometimes I see you standing out in front of them." I said, he goes, "Are you all right over there?" I said, "Man, I told him a story. I got screwed. I was supposed to have a place to stay. Nobody fucking, turned to shit." And he goes, "Well, you need a job then, don't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Okay, I got you." And he started work right then, man. And he he had sold these like steaks and all kinds of shit. I mean, they were raw and shit out of the gas station. He had a little like meat section in there, sandwiches and shit like that. He loaded my ass up. I mean, he kept me from starving to death and really going to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, I was it was just the way it was. And so I worked there, and I was pumping gas. I did that for a while, and then some guy come in with a plumbing truck, and he goes, "Do you like your job?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, how would you like to have a part-time job too?" And I said, "I would. Yeah, I'll take it." So I ended up going to work, and all I was a ditch digger. You know, I had to fucking dig these fucking water mains and shit. And that was all right. So I had two jobs going. Now I worked there for quite a while, both of them. And I managed to save up enough money to get an apartment, but I was too young to qualify. So by then I've met some people and shit, and they lived in a house. It was like three guys sharing a house. And they found out who I was and shit. And I moved in over there, and these motherfuckers didn't have no carpet in the house. But all they were track homes. All of them looked the same. The one next to you will have it'd be flipped around. The one over next to that would look the same as yours, right? Same floor plan. So he didn't have no carpet. So I fucking said, "I'll be right back." And this is how I fucking, made bones with them to get in there and be cool. I went to the third house down that was the same as there and cut the whole fucking carpet out. It was the same exact dimensions. I came in and rolled that out, fucking stretched it out and put it on the floor, man. They have wall-to-wall carpet now, Now, I don't know what happened to the other. But see, the thing of it is that the police came. They never even came up to the house to see us up there. But I got away with that. I was a heathen, man. I mean, I had to pay my debt back to society so many times for doing dumb shit. And and then some dumbass decides he wants to go out and trapped a raccoon or something. And then he brought it home and he put it in the closet, put chicken wire up and a big ass branch in there. Well, some asshole went and fucked with the cage and it left it kind of cracked and took the door off the closet and put the wire up, but they didn't close the pin up, the wire. And this fucking raccoon gets out, runs down the fucking hall, and I'm thinking he could be rabid. I'm fucking flipping the fuck out. And he gets inside this room and he goes inside the corner, and I look at him and he's in the corner and he sits up and he starts hissing. Mean as shit. And his claws and everything. And there's a water bed in there on the floor with it wasn't up on a box or nothing. It was just the mattress on the floor full of water. I said, he's going to scratch that and he's going to flood us all. So I went across the street with a guy that's a trapper. He was he does it all the time. I said, "Dude, we got the coons out. He's going to wreck the fucking house, So I said, he said, all right, I'll be over in a minute. So here he comes walking over there with a baseball bat. He walks into that room and wasn't even in there a tenth of a second, walked right up to that raccoon and hit him on the head. Knocked the fucker out. Went outside, put him on the driveway and hit him one more time. And he spun around in a complete, nice, beautiful circle with blood coming out of his mouth. And he made a complete, just a perfect circle with that blood. So he said, well, you know what the deal is now, right? I said, what? I got to skin him and we're going to eat him. Kill it, you got to eat it. So the guy fired up the barbecue grill in the back of where we were staying, one of the guys that I was living with, and he was out there skinning it. And when you take their fur off their heads and it shows their mouth area, their teeth are going every which way. And there's a bunch of them, folks. Don't fucking know raccoon. And they were going, they just look like, man, shit. Unbelievable stuff. So anyway, we end up eating it, and then somebody came up to show us a rattlesnake they caught. It was dead. And he said, I asked him how fresh was the kill and all this shit. So he ended up pulling the skin off that and barbecuing rattlesnake. So I said, I'm not into the coon fucking fest here. I'm not into your rattlesnake shit. He goes, well, you got to try it. I said, I know. Y'all say down here it tastes like chicken. Well, fucking KFC has real chicken, motherfucker. But I did take a little bite, and I was nauseous and shit, but I couldn't even tell you what it looked like, because I was so wigged out about it. The next thing I remember, folks, I was walking back to my girlfriend's house through the pines after all that shit was done and over with, and the wind was up, and you could hear the trees whistling and shit. I was walking down the middle of the street, and I almost got bit by a rattlesnake. It had crossed out of the fucking grass and into the street trying to make it to the woods. And it was about 6 feet long. And he got up behind an air conditioner. And I was like poking sticks at it and shit, fucking with it, and it stopped and it fucking strike the stick and shit. And he got behind an air conditioner there on the side of this lady's house after he got to the end of the street. And I went and I don't know how I knew this guy, but we all knew him. He was fucking ignorant. But he went and got a shotgun and shot the snake. But they had the buckshot in there, and he took out half the air conditioner, and it was fucking blowing Freon like crazy. I said, I'm out of here. So I went down to my girlfriend's house, and her and her twin sister were there. So I banged them and went and got me some hamburgers and shit. I'm a rotten bit. Y'all still with me on this fucking extravaganza here?
6 to 10.
Yeah.
Right. This is my
Thank you, excellent.
So then I'm back up at the house with the fellas, and I got sick. I was sick as shit, dirt farmer. And this lady, now I'm speeding up the time because I don't know, I can't get all the timelines straight. But this lady down the street, she had a daughter that used to come up here and see us all, She was a little bit fucking loose. And she knew I was sick, and her mother was a nurse. So she told her mother that I was real sick up there when she got up and checked. She went up there and seen me, and she goes, you need to go to the hospital. I'm taking you now. So I went to the hospital, got checked. I had pneumonia or some shit. She goes, and you're not staying in that cold house. You're coming down here to stay in my house. I said, oh, okay. Now you know what I'm doing, folks. I don't even have to go into it. So it was like, I don't know. I'm a young kid. She's 40 years old, I guess, and shit's happening, and the daughter's happening, and my friend Eddie Parker, he was with the neighbor lady next to them. Them two would talk all the time on the phone, and it was just crazy. So anyway, her husband didn't know nothing about none of this shit, and he got fucking shipped off to do the Southern District Kmart security detail shit, go all over the southeast. And she was telling him about me, and he goes, and this is after I've already fucking been playing shit with the fucking lady and her daughter. He comes up and says, "Well, I hear that you're, a little short on work and money and stuff. How about you stay here at the house, watch after my family, just do some more yard work, maybe put some boards on the decks that need it, shit like that." And I was going like, dude, you just opened up your house. This is wrong. I wanted to tell him so bad, you need to back up, dude. But his name was Dave. Never forget it. So now he's off on a fucking 4-week fucking tramp across the country. And I mean, the house turned into a fucking party fest. I mean, my birthday came up. She bought me a fucking pound of weed for me.
Damn.
And an acoustic guitar. And I was just really learning then. I was banging it out. I was banging it out. And a lot of people in and out. Eddie Parker used a little bit more skill on the guitar back then than I was. A lot more. I was like, shit, this is what it's. So I started playing too. But anyway, so I got up one night in my bathrobe to get a drink out of the fridge. And I was slept in the den on the couch and shit. I was in the refrigerator. And now granted, I'm about 17. And the daughter, I think, was 15 or 16. See, there wasn't no fucking felony shit on her. But she knew her way around some shit. So I'm standing looking in the refrigerator in my bathrobe, and she comes in behind me and sticks her hand up my bathrobe and just grabs my shit. I said, oh, no, don't tell me. But anyway, I ain't going into details of that either. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you the whole Florida story, dude. This is my formative years as a youth. But anyway, so then my girlfriend.
You was abused. You was abused.
Yeah, then my girlfriend that I had down there tells me that she went to a party and got raped by this guy named what was his name? I don't know what his name was. He's supposed to be one of the bullies and shit, right? Them fucking rednecks. And she was crying to me, well, what are you going to do about it? And I was very sketchy about it. I said, well, I don't think it was that. I mean, you're good looking, but you ain't all that shit. No, I mean, you probably give it up before you take it. That's what I'm thinking. I said, you went to a party. A lot of people know me now, and it's going to get out that you banged this dude. His name was Terry. And now you're confessing up to me that it's kind of shit like this. So I felt like I should do the right thing and defend her honor. Now this guy's known as a fucking, a brutal ass whipper, I going like, okay. And I said, well, next time we find him, I'll ask him and confront him on it. And I got drunk. It was about like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, drinking and shit. And they had a game room right up the street. And this motherfucker, his name was Terry Bendy, is what his name was. The next thing I know, folks, somebody comes running over to where I was and said, he's at the game room. He's at the game room. Go fuck him up. You know how the kids were. Go beat his ass. So I said, he is. All right, let me go. So I didn't have no car or shit. I was walking. So I walked up there and got in the game room. And I said, hey, dude, is this true what you did? And he started, mouthing off shit. So I would walk out of the game room and see if he'd follow. He did. So we went across the street arguing. And guys, I beat this motherfucker's ass. And I was I don't know where all that fucking adrenaline came from, but it was just like fucking, I don't know. But it was horrible. I regret it now because I think that she's lied the whole time. I think I even punched him right in the face and got down next to his head and I said, I hate to do this to you, man, but I know she's fucking lying, but I had to do what I got to do. It was horrible. All that passed, and then she got somebody seen her in a van. Was that some other dude? And I just gave up on the dude. I said, enough's enough of this shit. I ain't trying to catch nothing today and don't want to be caught, But I had my heart broken, Doug Farm, and the reason why I'm telling you the story is because my heart was in two.
Yes, yes, yes.
All the way down, still young. And then but when I first got down there, this is what happened. I got picked up at the Greyhound bus station by her and a guy. He had one of them Starsky and Hutch cars. He just run into a bunch of money because he got in an accident and ripped half his face off. And she came up to the bus station with him, and I got in the car and I said, "What were you?" She was up front, I was in the back. She goes, "Oh, we're going back to his trailer. He just bought a trailer." She's telling me about this shit. I said, "Okay, good." So then, I didn't see nothing of it. I just was driving, looking around, looking at the fucking Florida scene and shit. And we get to the trailer and shit, and I get out, and they go in, I'm coming up with my bag and shit. And this, there was some laughing going on in the back room. So she said, "Come back here." And I went back and I saw that's where I was going to be sleeping, in this bedroom. But there's some people in the bathroom. And they were laughing. And then you wouldn't hear nothing. And it's all still. And then my girlfriend at the time opens up the bathroom door and goes in there and shuts it. Now that guy that drove me back from the bus station walks in there and shuts the door and shit. I'm saying, this is a bunch of shit here. I done come all this way. Now the bitch turned into a hooer on me, and now I'm fucking down here, Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. But anyway, she busts out of the bathroom door, gets up on the bed and demands that I bang her right there. Fuck me. I said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" They were in there shooting cocaine, dude. And I said, "Oh, fucking Christ." I said, "Look at you." I said, "Nah, then you've been doing this shit and you pull me up like this. I know this ain't the first time you did it today when I wasn't here." You know what I mean? Oh, my heart was broken, dude. So I had to man up to that shit and say, "Fuck you, I'm out of here." And then
Gotta go.
Then I seen her here and there, and then she told me a story about this shit, and then I don't. Anyway, that's my story, folks. Then I flew back when I was 21. My sister met me in Newark, New Jersey, sleeping on a bench. She ain't seen me since I was 15. She wanted to see her brother so bad. Oh, I was in tears. I walked right by her. I didn't even know she was there. I walked by her and she was laying there sleeping. I saw it. I thought it was someone. I walked all the way by her and she goes, "Hey, you're my sister." She said, "I just want to fly up and meet you here." I said, "All right, I'm here. Let's go home." That was weird. But that time was a long time. I mean, it's a long period of time, but it seems so short. Like, gone. Maybe I'm getting ready to check out of this world, man, because they say if you remember, you see all your life flashing before you, and I think I just did. That's a good thing. But anyway, how y'all feeling out there? We're talking hurricanes tonight. I got sidetracked by the farmer talking about lonely women and fucking cold booze. But I had a category 3 in my pants, farmer.
Hey, every single county in Georgia is going to get hit by this storm.
Yeah.
Every single county.
We're going to get some rain, I think. They said 60%.
Yeah. Get some wind.
Y'all couldn't even pick Virginia Beach out on the map, could you?
I've been through there.
All right.
I've been all up and down the coast. Oh. I've been all the way from Canada to Key West to California to Amsterdam.
I went
Mexico.
to Canada. I went to Canada right there at Horseshoe Falls, New York, Niagara Falls, and all that other shit. Went across there and got a bunch of liquor, and I didn't know there was fucking tax on liquor there. The whole fucking trunk was loaded with liquor. I was coming back heavy, and they stopped me and said, "You're only allowed so much, and you got to pay tax on it, and we got to collect these other 70 bottles." I was like, "What?"
They're taking all our
Yeah.
shit. Okay, I'll just turn around and go back.
Fuck you. Then I ended up over there in Yuma, Arizona, right near San Diego, and went across the border there, Tijuana. Got a bunch of Kahlua. I've been all over the place, but I think I did all this shit before I fucking goddamn was 22 years old, 23. Then I went all the way out to Sacramento to be with another girl and shit. Drove out there all the way there. Her husband was a special forces dude in the fucking Air Force. You know, one of them guys that can fucking swim the coast of Florida and fucking get out and run 30 miles and then fucking put dog shit on him and bear shit and fucking hide in next to a tree. This was that guy. So, but he was a freak on this because he pulled up with his motorcycle and I was laying there in Fort Walton Beach on base housing, laying in the driveway in the sun. And he pulled up and I thought he was going to come up there and just fucking shoot me in the fucking head or just snap my neck. Whatever he chose to do, he probably could do it. He gets off his motorcycle. He goes, "Well, I just want to let you know, I know about you and Jackie, and maybe sometime we got all three get together." I was going like, "I don't think so. They're my friend. No, I ain't like that. No." But anyway, he knew what was going on. And my girlfriend at the time, Jackie, was going out to Yuma, Arizona because she was getting away from him and she wanted me to go with her. I said, "Yeah, I'll go." So I gathered up my son, got my I guess it was I can't remember. It was a fucking little truck, brand new though. And I put the sunroof in it myself. And but anyway, well, I don't know why I'm getting all that. But anyway, her husband came over and took my fucking canopy waterbed apart, loaded it up on a U-Haul, and drove all my shit to Arizona. And I'm under the impression that his mother and father live in Waka Haka Choo Choo something, Arizona, just north of the Arizona Mexican border. And we drove all the way out there, and there was a trailer there that she had already got it fixed up with, and I was moving shit in the trailer. And he just left the fucking he just left a U-Haul there with all my shit still on it, and he got a ride somewhere with his brother. Well, I'm getting ready to get in the back of the U-Haul to bring shit into this trailer, and he calls, folks. Ring, ring. And tells her, my girlfriend, she said, "If he so much as spends the night there, you will not get no child support, you will not get no alimony, you will not get shit." Because they wasn't divorced then, right? And so I was put in a very, very awful position then. So he's just fucking, he did it right. He acted like he was going to do all this work and shit. I thought he was a hell of a guy. Either the stupidest man in the world or the nicest guy. But it turned out to be, haha, the joke's on me. So I had to fucking find my way and do all my shit. It was fucking horrible. Had my son with me too. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to get out there and grind it out.
When did the son come into the picture?
Because my son, my wife at the time.
That was after you were 15?
Oh, yeah, this is after I was 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. I thought we went from 15 to 17, and then you had a son at 17, and you were in.
I already got back from Florida.
Oh, you missed all that. Yeah, I missed all that part.
I did.
Skip the part. You skipped the chapter over here, man.
I know, man. Fucking, I don't know.
I'm trying to keep up. That's all.
Then I went up. Then I ended up going to Sacramento. Stayed up there. Went to
Was
work.
that California?
Yeah. Went to work and got a house. Got a house, farmer. Got a house. I was in suburban America, the white picket fence shit and everything. I was kind of like, hey, fucking buddy's doing all right. You know, I'm young. Had my truck in the driveway and shit. And and the girl that I went there to Arizona where the man stirred up the shit. Who's this?
Nothing.
Okay, I got you. So I'm sitting there, got that, the house. We're all fucking, and then she goes, my mother's going to move in with. I said, what? And I said, all right, what can I do? I just play my music, my guitar and shit out in the garage. And I went somewhere, overnight or somewhere. I don't know what I did, but she ended up banging the neighbor. And his wife found out about it, and she came over and told me. And Jackie and her mother were living with me in my house, and they took off to go somewhere. And the lady came over and told me then. I called my friend Steve in St. Louis. I said, Steve, I need you to wire me some money. I said, I need a plane ticket, and I'll be there. I need to get out of here now. Right fucking now. I left everything like fucking, I just went to fucking Home Depot. Truck still in there. I didn't even take the truck. Left that there too. Said, I'm out of here. Sure did. He sent me the cab fare money. I went to Western Union, picked up some shit. My ticket was already waiting.
Yeah, I had it easy. I just got mine young and kept her, or she kept me. I don't know which one how you want to put it, right? It sounds like a rough thing. I'm glad, like I say, I'm pretty glad, not that it was all chocolate and roses. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Oh, he fell out.
Okay, where'd they go? All right, drop the link. But yeah, anyway, I used to get so drunk back in them days that I finally got into a trailer somewhere. I don't know, but I was living with my son. And the babysitter used to come over. And I got so drunk one time I robbed my own house for him. Have you ever been that damn drunk? No. I was walking all around my own house going through covers. I was in my own house and didn't know where shit was to rob. What a fucking idiot. But I love me. I don't know why. But I tell you what, every bit of ground I ever had to cover, I had to fight for this thing. Even to this day, even to this minute, this hour, as I sit right here on the step, Ain't nothing easy for this guy. But it's all right, you know. You live, you learn, you grow up, and you fucking. I guess I kind of felt so bad about shit. I just felt like I have to do shit for others sometimes, you know. Make it up. I told you, now get Farmer back up here. Now, damn it. You ain't leave me like that on dirt. Oh, shit. Nice people down here in, here in, I don't know where the fuck you're on. Can't see nothing. Hello, nice people. That's what I thought. But I hope y'all enjoyed the story, though. I really did. I made a short last night, just messing around, sitting here on these steps with some flashing lights and shit. And I was playing that stick song that I do in the background. I'm just sitting here. That thing got over 1,000 views since last night. I don't know who's watching shit. Farmer, what's up?
I had like 20 pages open. I don't know. I just had to close a bunch of stuff. I lost connection. It just dropped me. It was like, oh, I'm like, God damn. I had to look. I had a bunch of pages open on my phone. All the stuff that I was looking at today, you know what I mean? It was still all open.
But I did a hurricane update, Farmer. And
Oh, yeah?
yeah, still 60 miles an hour. And it's moving northeast, which is going to turn a little bit due north here.
See, the main thing is, if it comes in closer to Tallahassee, that means the bottom right side of the storm is where most of the wind is going to be. You know what I mean? So
my weather meteorological background says it's the right front quad, not the right lower.
the whole right side, but the bottom of it, the way the storm spins in a clockwise situation, it actually spins like wobbles. It's not like the storm is in the middle, the circle of the eye. The eye is usually on one end or the other, which causes it to warble. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So as it's spinning around, when it gets the right, because it spins counterclockwise. So when it gets back all the way to the bottom of the about 6 o'clock, past 6 o'clock, when if that area from 6 to, you know what I mean?
No, from 12 to 2 is the worst part of it. You had to put a clock face on it. That's just the way.
I believe when it hits, it's going to be on the bottom side, below the 3, 4, and 5 is when it hits the coast. That's going that area will give the biggest waves. Like it'll be 10 or 15 foot waves there, but above it, I mean, right when it hits, as soon as it hits land, as that fucker's spinning around, whatever comes around the bottom of that storm will be getting the most waves. And where it hits, exactly where it comes straight in at, it won't get as high a waves as it will below it on the right. So I'm saying down there by Dixie County, you'll get 10 or 15 foot waves if it comes in at Perry, and Perry only get like 8 to 10 foot waves. You know what I mean? That's how it does it.
No,
when it hits the Gulf like that, that's how it does it. Because you got to remember, where we live, if you walk out into the ocean, into the Gulf of Mexico, for every foot it goes a foot deeper every mile. So you got to be like 5 miles out there to get 5 feet deep. So if you go a mile out from the bank, you're only like a foot deep of water. It's like a giant mud puddle where we live. The Gulf of Mexico is just a big flat mud puddle where we live. It's not really deep. Like you don't put no. Now they got little canals you can cut through, little spots they know how to get through there. There'll be different holes and shit in different places. But if I walk down there to Keaton Beach and start walking out, I'll be out there so far you wouldn't even hardly be able to see me, and I'll be waist deep. You know what I'm saying? So when the storm comes in there, hey, just think.
They got a shelf there up there in that area that's rather.
But when a wave, if a storm comes in and it brings 10 feet of water above the surface of the water, dude, it's taking everything with it. Last time, man, it caused some ruckus around here, boy. That was 2 storms ago. That was the one that put the tree through my roof.
But yeah, at least we're
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna sit right here. And there ain't nothing I can do. You can't. What direction you gonna leave and go in? You can't go south. You can't go north. You can't go east. And if you go west, how far are you gonna go? What if you head all the way to Texas and it follows you?
You'll be perfectly safe somewhere around Fort Walton Beach to Pensacola, Mobile.
What if it comes in and turns at the last minute after you headed out? You're driving down the highway and all of a sudden you look at the news and it done made a left-hand turn. It's coming straight towards you. What you do then? Turn around and try to go the other way?
All the National Hurricane Center just tell them they made a fucking terrible mistake.
I've watched them do it I don't know how many times. They'll tell you it's going one way, it'll go the other. I watched one time it made a U-turn and started heading back south again. They never called for that.
Here, I agree with you. It's not a perfect science. They've gotten a lot better at it, I'll tell you that. But there was a Category 5 coming from the east towards the west on the same latitude as Virginia Beach. And damn. I was sweating this one. I was going like, well, holy shit. You know, when something like that's coming, or you think it is, it takes all the fun out of it, you know. I like the low level shit, you know, the twos I hang out for.
Yeah.
But staring at a 5 on the coast, it was like, holy shit, I gotta leave here. This is life threatening shit. So
it's always that, and I'll tell you what, you get so stressed.
You think it's coming, and there's nothing left to eat in the grocery store. People done fucking took everything.
Yeah.
And that bastard turned. That bastard went above us. And then it weakened shit. That pissed me off.
Hey, well, see, here's the thing. People like that are in rural areas, or even anybody that's broke and don't have a lot of money they can just blow like $1,000 real quick because it's going to cost you that. So you got to buy gas. You got to pack everything up, get everything ready, get your refrigerator empty, unplug the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got to have all this stuff ready. And then you got to have time to leave. Well, then when you do leave, hopefully everybody down south didn't leave and buy up all the gas around you because you ain't got nowhere to get gas now. So you might want to stock up before you get ready to leave with a bunch of fuel to take with you. I mean, no, it's insane what you have to go through to try to evacuate for a storm. It's insane.
Well, hold on. During Katrina, there was poor people there that didn't have shit, 2 nickels to rub together. And if you lived on the coast, and this turned out to be, I mean, there's level, there's major.
In a rural area, we're not on the coast, so the coast is different. The coast, you're going to probably.
Then fuck you. You're out there. You ain't going. I mean, you're gonna be all right if you ain't on the coast. If you're at least 20 miles off the coast, you're all right.
Yeah, I'm a 45-minute drive to the water, but still.
I'm saying with a Category 3, you'll be all right. Now, if it's a 5,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it doesn't get over that.
Quick intensification now. That's hard to fucking predict.
But even if it was a 5 coming, right? Let's say it was a 5, the worst storm ever. I can't leave. How am I going to go?
I actually heard that it could be that. It could be the worst storm.
It don't matter. How would somebody, me or somebody like me, how would I leave? It's impossible.
Okay, but yeah, for you up there, 20 miles, I don't know how long it took you to get to the coast. But for you, they might say, okay, But you could still get a free ride out of there if it got to be that kind of a storm. I mean, a Hurricane
From
Katrina.
who? Who's
Yeah.
going to give somebody a free ride?
They flew people the fuck out of there from Denver, Colorado.
Well,
and then
what they got some school you can go to around here and hunker down in.
well, no, I wouldn't do that either.
Well, that's all you got. You got shelters you can go to.
Well, I guess
They'll tell you where the shelter is. Huh?
I guess you're just gonna have to stay there. Lights go out, nothing to eat. You eat the dog and cat. Eat the dog.
Yeah.
and cat.
Then after the storm, you can't get back home because all the roads are closed.
That's what the major bitch is. Now you're out of money. The last one that came through here and tore the place up was Isabel, and I was in the hospital then. I just had some surgery. I forget what, fucking arm, leg, or something. Arm. I had a broken arm or something. And I was in there, and I'm saying, fuck, we got generators here. I got TV here. I got my big window right. And goddamn it, the fucking maintenance man came in and put a big fucking board up outside on the window. And I couldn't see shit. I'm in here. But I did have television, but it knocked out the goddamn power to the news station. Now I can't fucking watch. There ain't nothing on, you know. It's all fucked up. But the electricity stayed on. But it was a bitch. I didn't care. But Kathy at that time, her and her daughter rode the shit out in the apartment we lived in. And I don't know why they decided to do that, though, you know. And they had a Red Cross truck there to feed them and shit. They had to go out at certain times to eat off this truck.
I got a bunch of ready-to-eat meals from last year's hurricane they gave us and cases of water still, so I should be, and a bunch of tarps. I got a bunch of tarps. Maybe I'll go get some more this year if they give them out. But
I remember I was so mad at her because she didn't leave. I said, you got to get out of here. No, we're going to do it. I thought she had left, and then I found out different. And then she's bitching. And then people were fucking, you know, jacking up price. I think it was like $20 for a 5-pound bag of ice.
I've been through some storms, and I said, if another one that big ever comes, I'm leaving. I ain't never going through another one again. Then the next one comes, and we stay for that one, too. I don't ever remember leaving for any, actually. I can't remember ever leaving. I know a lot of horror stories. People try to leave for the storm, and the shit they went through, they'd have been better off staying. But then you see some people's houses totally gone, and you're like, holy shit. They didn't no way make it through that.
Like the working man, he's going to work, and if they tell you to leave on Wednesday and it ain't Friday, you ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if they close your job down, they might, but still, then how are you going to leave, take your paycheck, spend your money, then when you do come back home in a few days, you have no money and no work because everything's closed down for a while. So how you pay your bills then? You lose everything, don't you?
Well, you ain't got to worry about the light.
It's a nightmare, huh?
You don't have to worry about the light bill for at least 2 weeks in that particular storm. But I hear what you're saying.
Unless it's due, not if it's due at the time that the lights are out, you still got to pay the bill on time or you get screwed on that too.
Imagine coming back and you don't have a place to go to for them. It's just a pile of spits. Happens all the time. But.
Hey, that's what I say though, but nobody that I know around where I live, the people that, you know, they're in the position I'm in, they can afford to leave. It's just there's no money. There's no possible way.
When Katrina came to Louisiana, I was going to go down there, me and 2 other people, and help them, you know, with the AC problem they were having. They needed installers, and I was going to do that, folks. And I mean to tell you, I was there. I was at the fucking place where they were going to ship us out of. And,
yeah, it's probably good you didn't, because you probably would have never left Florida if you jumped into the air conditioning business down here, because it's a never-ending job.
No, this was in Louisiana. I was going to Louisiana.
Anywhere down south here like that. Well, you can always get a job doing air conditioning work in the summertime. That's why I tell these boys, I've been telling them for years, all you got to do is wait for about June to roll around and go to your air conditioning company and get you a job as a helper. In a year or two, you'll
But
be
I was
fucking
down there, right?
doing good.
I was down there
Huh?
getting ready to get on the bus to go south, and I couldn't find my damn certification card.
Yeah.
I was like, I need my CFC card, you know, I need all that.
I've been
And
doing air conditioning for over 30 years and I ain't never had one.
you never been fucking, I mean,
Ever had a car. We owned the company. We owned the business. We owned the company. We didn't have to have that shit.
But how were you buying Freon? How could you buy Freon because you need
I
a
still
car?
buy Freon to this day. I won't buy as much as you need. Which is who you know, not what you. It ain't what you know in the world. It's who you know in this world. You know what I mean?
I understand that, but here in Virginia, you're gonna need a CFC card, a certification card.
We in Florida, man. We don't even have no union shit down here neither. We don't. I mean, there are unions in Florida, but most companies don't. Nobody works union in Florida hardly. Unless you work for the
I think
government.
that's crazy, though, man. I mean, you got to be fucking certified to pick that shit up because I mean, you got to know what to do with it. And
Been doing this shit for 30 years. I think I know a little bit about it.
yeah, but okay. I'm not questioning. If you say you got it without showing any kind of fucking
I
certification,
ain't never took a class for air conditioning in my life. Not one single class in school ever. I've done it for over 30 years. You know, I started out, you know, cutting duckboard. You know what I mean? I learned how to do it.
I've been certified since 1994, and I can work on anything. Centrifugal chillers. I can go to your hockey rink in your hometown and fucking fix that bitch if I have to.
If I can't fix it, I got somebody that can.
Ice
Always know
machine.
that.
It's just crazy but yeah.
Yeah, we've done all that shit, dude. I've worked for.
R12
Hey,
was liquid gold.
hey, you know they're coming out with a new.
What's that?
Hey, you know they're replacing the 410A with some new Freon. The new Freon is actually flammable.
Well,
they said don't bother. It ain't gonna hurt the fucking customer. The only person got to worry about is the service guy.
Why would they put fucking Freon that's flammable into a line where you got to use fire?
I'm telling you, it's the new Freon's coming out. I just read it the other day. I'm like, what? They're getting rid of 410A already. Then I thought, yeah, the fucking the patent's about up because about every 20 years when the patent runs out, they come up with a new kind of Freon.
I don't know about you, but when I would get a leak or something in the joint on one of these things in the copper line, I would trap Freon in the compressor, and then I'd
back it down.
I go fucking, solder the fucking part that was leaking it. The sniffer told me it was. And then I'd open up the fucking service valves and let the shit out. But,
well, you back it all up into the free, unless it's a coil. Like I say, nowadays, they're changing everything. You can hook a computer up to the air condition and it'll tell you what's wrong with it.
I know. I've been out of it for a while, but
that's some badass shit, wouldn't it? I mean, how hard is it to be? You get anybody to fix a goddamn unit if all I gotta do is plug a computer in. It's gonna tell them what part to change. They're gonna make it an unplug and plug back in soon where they can send a robot around there to do the work.
You know them little fucking flies you get when the torch blows out and they go and you see all these little things flying around?
Yeah.
Call them fucking flies or some shit. But anyway, I was in a fucking closet outside, and it was the AC closet. It was through the wall shit. And I was in there soldering and shit, right? This when I was young and dumb and shit. And I was in this closed in area, man, fucking doing my work. And Fozzie and Gas got the old buddy East Coast.
You went to coughing and gagging for air, didn't you?
I couldn't get no air, and I started seeing all them flies and shit, but the torch didn't go out, My mat gas didn't. It was just green shit coming off this pipe, and I knew what it was, but I figured I'd hang on it. But my partner had to drag me out of there and lay me out in the fucking grass.
I was going to say, I had a boy in a hospital. They had this, it was a walk-in cooler, like a big giant, it had styrofoam walls and shit. and he up on the roof trying to solder this something up in there. I forget what it was. He was hanging off the back upside down when he went out. And I had to drag him off that damn cooler to get him out of there because there was still Freon in the line and he was trying to solder it up. That Freon started coming out. Could you imagine now if it's flammable?
Well, that's why I say, and the conditions, if I had a leak in a joint somewhere, I would trap the Freon in the compressor. I close the high side and run it, or close the low side and run it. Put my gauges on the high side or the low side, I can't remember. When it sucks down and starts getting into a vacuum, I'll get the service wrench and close that side off. So it's trapped. And then I go to
yeah, but it's still going to be, there's always going to be a little bit of Freon in that long copper line.
Well, that's
never, even a vacuum pump, even put a vacuum pump on it. Yeah, I'll put a vacuum pump on that bitch and go to lunch and come back and then blow the charge. The vacuum, just dump it, you know what I mean? Open the line up. And you can tell if you got a leak when you get back with your vacuum pump. You know what I mean? You suck it down and then turn it off and let it hold and come back if there's no leak. Well, if there's a leak, right, it's a pinhole.
It'll start rising. And your gauges will rise.
And that'd be after you put all the Freon into the compressor. That way you can store it. You don't lose it.
Right. You put it in there.
But then, if you find the leak, right? Say you find the leak and you try to solder that leak up, there's still going to be Freon in that line.
Yeah, but see, you can pull it out. You can recycle it. You can go to a reclaimer.
Yeah, because it's an oil. Because it's oil. You can't get the oil out of the line.
But that's what when you pull these things in an HG vacuum. Now, when you're down there with that vacuum pump on it, you're fucking sucking out a lot of fucking impurities.
I don't care. That oil's still coating inside that copper. You can't take and change to R22 over to 410A unless you flush the line to get the fucking oil shit out of there. And that's like a high pressure. Huh?
You couldn't do that anyway just by doing that. You have to change.
Yeah, you can. No, I mean, if you're changing units and you've got the same copper and you're taking the old R22 out and putting the 410A unit in, you can't just put the Freon in the copper. You got to clean the copper first. There's an oil inside there. You got to run the shit in there. It's kind of like a starter fluid. I mean, it's almost like a, you know what I mean? Clean the lines. Huh?
They had shit back then when I was doing to clean the lines. But what I'm saying is that after the lines were clean, I mean, you wouldn't take them off and stick a fucking rag in them and try to bring them out. You just run the shit through there.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not going to run that shit through there if you're trying to seal a leak or, you know what I mean, you're trying to fix something, and there's always going to be Freon. So when you start soldering in a closed place like that, you're going to take your breath away. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to set up fans and all kind of shit and hold your breath a lot. Try not to breathe.
You were talking about the replacement after the 22. If you were replacing it with something.
Well, that's why I was using that as a for instance of why you have to.
Let's say the lines were clean, but you still couldn't put that drop-in replacement in there until you changed the piston. There's a piston in there that has to.
No, you change the whole unit. You got to change the whole unit out. You can't make a 410A unit a R22, or you can't make an R22 a 410A. You can't switch them over.
Buddy East Coast did it all the time.
You're just talking about the outside unit. You're going to leave the inside unit. You got to change the piston in the inside unit.
That's the air.
But see, check this out. Because the pressures on a 410 are way more than on an R22. 410 pressures are so fucking high, they'll blow your gauges out if you try to hook your gauges up that are R22 gauges to a 410A unit. Pressures are way too high. I don't see that.
Well, the pressure and viscosity of this shit. I mean, I don't know what you're dealing with in Florida, but here
410A unit pressure. The pressure on a 410A unit is way high.
Good head pressure in Virginia Beach, Virginia, on a fucking 90-degree day would be a 325 head pressure.
On the high side, it's that on the low side on a 410A.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is my pressures on the low side would be 72. Be good for me.
Not on a 410A unit, it ain't.
Well, I mean, you got to look at the different dials on there.
You got a different set of gauges. You can't use the 410A gauges. You can use them on a 22, but you don't want to. But you can't put a 22 or 22 gauges on a 410A unit. You can't do it, huh?
You're trying to smart yourself, Barney.
No, I'm saying you can't use R22 gauges on a 410 unit. You can't. You'll blow your fucking low side out.
No, you won't.
Yes, you will.
You got a regulator on there. You got a piston
The
on
fucking
there.
gauge will peg out and blow your gauge out, dude. You got to buy new gauges. When the 410 came out, you had to buy all new gauges. You couldn't use your old gauges.
That was just a drop-in replacement for 22. If it's a drop-in replacement for something, it has to be compatible with what you're taking out, right?
Well, you don't hook your 410. You don't hook our R22 gauges up to 410.
They used to send you. They used to send out to me because I did this. I was supervisor. They used to send out these little pistons with them, and you'd have to put in a fucking T and shit and fucking drop that motherfucker in there. It was a pain in the ass, but I mean, it took care of the problem. But I don't even know if it was 410 we were using, but we used another drop-in replacement. But 410 came along after I was gone.
Oh yeah, you was gone. See, when 410A came out, you couldn't use. You had to buy a whole new set of gauges because the pressures are too high on 410A than they are on 22. Way higher. You know what I mean? Your low pressure gauge.
I had a guy working for me that bought all the fucking up-to-date, sophisticated
So,
tools.
if you're going to use, if you're going to,
Go ahead.
if you're going to use your R22 gauges, you got to put your high side gauge on the low pressure side of the unit, so it don't blow your low pressure side gauge out. You have to read. You got to hook it
on the 22 unit on a R20 using R22. What would be perfect pressures in your state?
It's about the same. About 70 on the outside ring. I don't know the inside ring. I'd have to look at it. I'll never look at that because it's too small. So we would go by the outside ring. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay,
and then on the other side, about 250, 300's average. You start getting up around 350, you got problems.
Now, let's say if you had a high head pressure at 450.
That's fucking gonna blow. That bitch is knocking.
What would be some of your problems what would be the first thing you suspect?
The fucking compressors wore out.
Bullshit. Nah, man. It's the coils are stopped up. You gotta go out there and get your hose, coil cleaner, clean out the condenser.
Well, I would check all that first before I start checking head pressures. I'm gonna see the coils dirty.
Okay, good evening, gentlemen.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Yes, I would already know the coil's dirty. I wouldn't check the head
change
pressure.
the subject because you guys are killing the chat with this AC.
Hey, we're teaching y'all how to work on your unit. Next time you call,
use a
next time you call,
his AC abilities.
yes, he's new.
Buddy
He's
can
old
do
school. I'm new guy.
anything. Buddy's magical. Buddy can
Yes.
change my regulator anytime.
Okay, there you go.
What? I better
What
mute.
pressure you got down there, honey? Talk to me.
What's the
I had a
pressures?
regulator in my air conditioning, and the guy had to come fix it.
Yeah.
My dad had to pay him.
Have you ever worked on the boiler heat?
Nah, we don't do heat down here too much. Electric heat's all we use. Electric and gas.
Boiler.
And they got
My
these
dad
copper
was a
coils
heat
in
and air
there.
conditioning for years, but my uncle.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I did mostly installation on new commercial jobs, like the big shopping centers where you put 7 or 15 units on the roof. We would go in and cut the holes and mount the frame and fly the units in with the cranes and do all the duct work inside the shopping center, whether it's a PetSmarts or a J.C. Penney's, whatever. That's what I did mostly. I did mostly commercial big jobs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do a whole lot of service work. I didn't like people too much.
I used to work on the hotels there, on these high-rise hotels down there.
Yeah.
In this one place, they had a leak in the boiler system right there at the service valve.
Yeah.
Coming off the boiler and shit. And the water would leak, and therefore it would suck air, and it would get locked up. You know, no, everybody's shit would go fucking cold. And you got 500 units in there, 500 fucking hotel rooms, and it's cold outside. Nobody's got no fucking heat.
Oh,
And it wasn't stressful to me because I knew where that leak was, and that 99.9 of the time it was that leak. But people did not know how to do it, to bleed that line off.
Yeah.
And I get called in the middle of the night sometimes to get up and go out there, but I got paid good money to go out there and do that shit.
Yeah, that's I like the emergency call.
I have a guy, Pete's Heat. That's who fixes my heat.
Cool.
So
Yeah, you gotta have a good AC guy.
How often do you heat up now?
And the AC guy is another guy. My dad knows.
He cools her down. There's one guy heats her up, the other guy cools her down.
The
Heat and air.
Italian guy. Yeah, and then there's the plumber.
Oh, he's
Who
coming.
recommended Pete
clean out the
because he
pipes.
does the heat too, but the plumber couldn't
Yeah.
come. The boiler went out one night, but it was something. I think that's what it was.
The plumber couldn't come. Did you hear that, buddy?
Uh-huh.
They
I heard
they
it.
get so many calls, service calls, when it's cold out, cold. That's when the heat will go out, and they'll get so many service calls. They got to refer them to other people.
I was.
Hey, They've probably been real busy this year because it's been the hottest year in a long time. They said on record.
I haven't gotten the Farmer's Almanac to see what it says.
Well, I believe it because we've been busy We've been pretty busy all year. That's why I ain't been able to go on YouTube and run. I'm always busy.
There's a trade out there right now other than fucking shoeing horses that I don't know a little bit about and can probably pull.
Hey, what about cutting the hooves off of fucking donkeys? Have you seen the video out here where the Chinese guy cuts the hooves off the donkeys that are all grown looking like?
My dad watches them guys. They fix the horses and the donkeys with the messed up hoofs.
Yeah, I never knew somebody did that. I was like, what? I mean, it was so wild.
Like the horses that get rescued and they go to a good farm, and then so the people get the poor thing, and the guy will come and he'll put medicine inside their foot, and it's.
But you seen the ones with the donkeys?
It amazes me how they stand there.
Night owl, say sewer.
Sewer.
You seen the one though with the donkeys with the big shoe, the hooves that grow straight in the air, like they're like 2 foot long?
Fuck, you
have you seen them?
Too?
No, I don't.
They grow.
Not bad. But.
They're on YouTube. If the YouTube, they cut the donkey's hooves, and they'll bring these donkeys in there that they get, and their hooves are like sticking straight in the air like a giant set of clown shoes. These things can't even walk.
Yes, I did see that. And
I was amazed. Huh?
The guy he made one. His foot was so bad that like he actually made a hoof out of wood for the donkey.
Wow.
His foot was so bad, and he put it underneath the nail, like little was left, because once it was amazing. And then it showed the donkey like 6 months later, and he was all happy and back to normal. Regular toes. It's sad. It amazes me how those animals stay still for that when I can't get Dave to stay still to cut his toenails.
Hey, I was in contact today with the problem I was dealing with, and they got all the 4-legged animals out there, but the only thing left was the birds, which upset me because I offered to take the birds last week. I said, I got a place I can put, 100 birds or so. She, that's about what she got. And, but I don't know if she's ever going to get back on the property now to get her birds or whatever she's got there.
So are they going to let you have them?
They got all the dogs and the goat and the sheep and everything else. But the people that own the land, I can't go on that property. I'm not allowed on somebody's private property.
But I mean, maybe, you could get permission or something.
I'm washing my hands.
Oh.
I'm done now. Now, when my job kicks in, now when I get the Environmental Protection Agency, I get the tax guy, and I go after all this crooked stuff that they've been doing, because you can't sell property for $10.
Well, yeah, but are you going to get the property maybe?
Well, no, they sold a piece of property that she bought for $10. half of the land, which she was owing 60,000 for still. So they sold it. She bought two properties, 60,000 each, right? So she owes 120 grand plus interest. Well,
All
she
right.
was in the hospital, and the people that sold this guy one of her properties for $10. It's on the tax receipt.
Can we try not? Let's try not to talk about the government tonight.
Yes, well, that's why I'm helping this lady out to try to get her some type of compensation back for what they did to her because they got all kind of illegal stuff.
Hi. Hey, buddy, Sergeant Tom Bales is here, and he said he was EMS for 40 plus years and was called to search and rescue for all hours of the day and night. I'm assuming that's during hurricanes, right, Tom?
Katrina, probably. They were talking about Hurricane Katrina.
Well, thank you for your service doing that. I'm sure you did a good job, Tom Bale.
Tom,
What state? What state was he in? Wonder what state.
Hi, Crazy Hillbilly. Hi, Roland. Rolling with the punches.
Rolling with the punches.
Yeah, Nikita. Lovely Nikita, beautiful Sabrina, Star Homestead, India. We talked to him before. Remember, he showed us his place in India.
Oh yeah.
The off-grid guy. Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he had the cobras and shit. Remember?
Yeah. Laura
Atlanta.
Here.
He was in Atlanta, Georgia, where he did the search and rescues. That would be cool to do because they got all the tools. They got all the money in the world to buy all the tools. You know what I mean? It's like a good setup. If you're doing search and rescue, you're going to have everything. You know what I mean? You're going to have generators, chainsaws, and
come up.
Huh?
I said it's open panel if the chat wants to come up. But do you see the chat for Dirt Farmer?
Yeah, I got the computer on.
Oh, good.
I'm looking at the phone and the computer.
I'm testing out my Alaskan do-si-dos that fresh out of the dryer, fresh out of the dehydrator.
I gotta buy another license. They want more money from us. Every time I turn around, we got to give them more money, and I'm like, it's like
I have to call my medical marijuana doctor for my 6-month checkup over the phone with the nurse.
You know what they did to me? They sent me an email 4 days before it expired. So by the time I looked at the email, it was going to be expired. It was expired the same day or the next day. So I had to rush up there and empty out whatever I could get. Now it'll be expired. So, I'll be good for a little while, but then I got to figure out how to come up with another couple $100,
That's my buddy right down there or over here. I don't know what.
Hello.
It's a ripoff.
Hello, Roland. Hi, Roland. You're muted.
How's it going, Roland? Everybody?
Hey,
what's up, you crazy bastard?
Hey, Sabrina. I'm a little tired, been up a little late, got a little buzz going on. I was like, I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, but Sabrina was like, at least say hi or some shit, basically. So I just want to jump on and say hi to everybody. Say how's it going? Much love to everyone. Always good hearing Buddy, man. Honestly, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's Buddy, baby. It's always good hearing you guys, man. Seriously.
Thank you, Roland. Appreciate it.
For sure. No lie. Hey, poor Dirt Farmer and shit. I like your style, man. Seriously.
What's happening? Hello. I put Bunny getting eat by mosquitoes where he's at. If he was outside where I'm at, the mosquitoes be carrying you off.
I'll tell you what, Roland would beat your ass in a matter of seconds. He's a prize fighter. He's a fucking prize fighter.
So he ain't beating my ass. I'll run him.
I'm not beating no one's ass, dude.
No, he's a trained killer.
I just said myself. That's all.
No. I've seen him work out. He's got the physique, and I think.
I know.
No, you smacked Mike Tyson in the mouth.
You know what I have to ask when I get in them positions, buddy? I say, well, how big a fella are you? And they say, why you want to know that? I'd be like, that way I know how many people I got to bring with me to kick your goddamn ass. You know what I'm saying? You ever remember that one guy who used to make the phone calls? What's his
No,
name?
I mean,
Roy
I told
Mercer?
you.
You remember Roy Mercer?
Yeah.
That guy was funny. He's the one who used to say that. How big a fella are you? How many bring with me? He used to call people up on the phone. Roy Mercer. You never heard of him? You guys are young. You didn't hear him.
I heard of it.
I think I heard of the box. Ray Mercer.
Ray
Ray
Mercer,
Mercer
the
was a
boxer,
boxer.
right?
Yeah, I heard Roy or Ray. What is one of them? I forget. Roy or Ray. What?
Yeah, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
I knew
okay,
it was
right
Mercer.
when you ask,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play something here in a minute. Give me time.
Maybe I'm
Hey, when we
saying
were kids, that was all the comedy we had when we were kids. You know, call people up on the phone.
You still sound young per P. I'm gonna call you PDF. Oh, that's one poor dirt. How old are you, poor dirt? No,
Yeah.
you know, mind me asking you.
Shit, dude, I'm about ready to retire.
Yeah, you sound young, man. You still sound strong and young, man.
I
He's
stay in
with the
shape.
rainbow correlation. He's with the rainbow correlation.
I keep busy.
Voice in the walk is very important. You know what I mean? So yeah, it sounds strong.
That's one thing I ain't never been accused of, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Pink accused me yesterday. He said I was in love with him, but I told him he was wrong. But either way, I've never been accused of carrying a rainbow flag anywhere. Never. So,
Don't get offended, bitch.
I'm offended. You hurt my feelings 12 times. 12 times over here.
God, I went to the gay pride parade with my gay friend one year, and he dressed me all up at the salon, and then we went, and he put sparkles all over me and pigtails with curls, and the gays loved me, and I had the best time, and there was strippers, there was male strippers, and
Hey, you were fresh meat. That's why they loved you.
They had a big block party, and all the bars were open, and it was so fun.
Oh no,
I don't have no problem.
Where you from? I'm sorry. I asked you last time.
I'm from Rhode Island.
Yeah, there you go. Somewhere on the East Coast for sure. Heck yeah. I was talking about well, me and this other person who be watching Buddy and shit. We won't be watching Buddy, but like, I mean, all right. I don't want to get too personal about the people who I'm always trying to tell people to watch Buddy and shit, man. For like, hey, go to Buddy's channel, man. Buddy's shit for like everybody is not just Buddy. Guys have like adult humor, but you still have like adult respect. You know what I mean? Like you don't go too far with it. You know what I mean? You got I don't know. It's a good community. So I tell people over here and shit. Like, hey, go check them out and shit. So like I'm just saying like yeah, like I talked to this one cool ass girl, right? And yeah, she we're always talking about you now. Not like that, but I'm saying you're a cool chick and shit, man. Seriously though. Like,
Thanks, Roland.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Everybody loves me.
There
Like
you
even
go.
in my real life, everybody loves me.
Nice. Everybody loves me. I love it. That my hey buddy.
Mostly
hey buddy.
and
Buddy
if they
looks
don't,
like the
they
type.
really fucking probably hate
me. Hey buddy, are you the type that because some people you heard that old saying, buddy, where they say I don't want everybody to like me in the room, or I'm not gonna try to make everybody like me, but like hey, people are gonna just hate you. But I kind of feel like Buddy has that type of personality, though. Honestly, like to where like I mean, you want to make people like you, man. I want to make everybody like me. If you don't, that's all right. It's okay.
You on the camera?
Right now, I want y'all to listen to this. Hold on.
Get it, Dave. What is it? What is it?
Wait a minute.
Nephew telling prank calls.
Here it comes.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Hello. For a William Clifford.
This is Mr. Clifford.
How you doing? Listen, my name is Glenn Simmons. I was I don't know how to oh man. My wife and I evidently go to the same fertility specialist that you and your wife go to, Dr. Stagg. Are you familiar with Dr. Stagg?
I'm familiar with Dr. Stagg, but that's supposed to be confidential.
Yeah, I'm aware of that as well, sir. My wife is out on business right now. She's gone won't be back until Tuesday. But I got a call today, a very disturbing phone call, and wanted to, I looked your number up. They did tell me what was going on, and kind of wanted to let you.
Somebody told you my number? You got my number from somebody?
No, I looked up your number. Here it is, Ricky Symphony in the nutshell. My wife and I, evidently, you and your wife have been going through the same type of problems of trying to get pregnant and so forth and so on. And from my understanding, your wife is what, 4 or 5 months pregnant? I'm not sure.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, my wife is exactly 5 months pregnant, but I'm still confused on how you're getting in touch with me and what this has to do with me.
Well,
I mean, all that stuff that we've gone through is totally confidential, and I'm kind of offended that you're calling me.
I understand that. Well, what's happening is I got a phone call from the doctor's office today. Oddly, to get a call on a Sunday, it kind of raises a red flag. But I got a call, and it seems like there's been a huge mistake by the doctor's office. Evidently, your wife has been artificially inseminated with my seed, and I was.
What?
I mean, I'm just as disturbed as you are. You know what I mean? Because me and my wife are. My wife is 2 months pregnant, and finally.
How could they do something like that? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean,
sir, I have no idea. All I know is that I hate to use the expression, but I'm your wife's baby's daddy, and.
Oh my
no.
God.
Okay. Wait a minute. No.
So
mixed up. That doesn't happen. No way.
So I'm trying to make sure I bring the news to you and see if there's anything that we can do to. I mean, after being 5 months pregnant, it's kind of hard to rectify the problem. So
okay, I don't want this to sound rude, and I don't want this to sound wrong. You said baby daddy. Are you black?
Yeah.
You're fucking black, and my wife is gonna have a fucking black baby.
Well, yeah, your wife is gonna have a black baby, but what I want you to know is I'm not paying no damn child support. That's what I'm not.
You're fucking worried about child support.
God.
And my wife is fucking having some other black dude's kid. Are you fucking crazy?
No, I'm not.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm not out of my mind. I'm just saying I didn't lay down and conceive a child with your wife, so I'm making sure I'm not going to be paying no damn child support.
Man, I'm not even worried about the fucking child support. I'll pay the fucking child support. I'm worried about some doctor making a fucking huge mistake and oh my God.
Your wife is
going to have a black baby. I can't believe that. No, this is unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. And I can't believe you didn't fucking call my fucking house.
What?
And give me this fucking news. The doctor should give me this fucking news.
Well, don't you want to? It doesn't matter who gives you the news as long as you get the news. Now, what I want you to do is this. Please don't be giving the baby no white names and stuff.
White fucking names. I can't believe you're so. This is incredible. This is fucking incredible. Oh my gosh! Oh. Calling me on fucking Sunday, giving me that. I'm ready to go fucking beat somebody's ass right now. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy.
Okay, this is no reason to be violent, sir. You see what I'm saying? This already
no reason to be violent. You're worried about me about paying child support and talking about your seed and your baby's daddy and all this shit. Oh man, this is bringing the best out of me. I can promise you. Unfucking believable, man.
Let me ask you something, sir. Do you think you may need anger management? I mean, you're not gonna beat my child, are you?
Oh man, you know how to push man's buttons. I can promise you, man. That's fucking crazy. No, I ain't gonna fucking beat nobody's baby. Fucking crazy. You're
I don't want
crazy,
you.
dude.
I don't want you being violent to me and your wife, baby.
Oh, spin this thing around, huh? Man, where the fuck do you live, man? Who the fuck is this?
Okay.
Who the fuck is this? Because oh man, this is fucking crazy.
Well, here's what I'm gonna ask you. Do you think you might want to be the godfather to the child?
To my own kid? No. Well, I guess it wouldn't be my kid because
It's
it's
not
your
your
fucking
kid.
seed.
It's me and your wife's
God
child.
damn you! Don't you fucking say that, you fucking crazy bastard! Don't you fucking
This
say that!
guy's a nice guy, though. He's taking it
You're not even
good.
thinking about something like that.
It's
Don't
me.
you talk about something like that?
But it's me and your wife's
No,
child.
it ain't you and my wife. It was a fucking mistake. So don't you even fucking talk like that, you fucking crazy bastard. I'll fucking tear a hole in your head. Don't you talk like that.
Okay, you're gonna tear a hole in whose head?
In your head, you crazy bastard.
See that? This
Calling me up. Yeah,
is the
fucking
same.
nuts,
This is the
man.
kind of thing I don't want my child around. This type of talk. This type of violence. See, you white folks get mad and want to kill everybody in the room. Once you kill who you mad at, why do y'all do that?
God damn you. God damn you. Who the fuck is this, man?
Can I say one more thing to you? Can I do that?
I don't know if I can take any more news from you, man. I'll fucking jump to the phone.
I got one more thing to say to you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife.
Oh my God.
That was good.
I'm gonna beat her ass, man. I'm fucking gonna kill that.
Don't beat her ass. She's pregnant. She's
I'm
pregnant.
not gonna beat her ass, man. Oh, man, what?
Don't be an ass, you pregnant.
Oh, it took a
Hold on.
He
Oh.
probably went to jail for domestic violence after
That was
that.
hilarious. That was.
Did y'all like that?
Yeah, that was funny. Ain't
fucking
gonna lie. I was
funny.
dying, man. That shit was funny as shit.
Whenever he said, "I'm not paying child support."
Oh man.
That was fucking funny. Hold on, folks.
I was trying to bring the dog in, and I was muted out. I was dying.
It's funny shit.
Oh
Here you
shit.
go. Hold on. See what we
I
got.
never heard
We
this
got
guy
one.
before.
Hello?
This.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach Davian.
Yeah, this Davian. What's happening? Who's this?
Hey, what's up, bro? This Trevor, man. This Trev. They I got your number. I work at the job with you, man. I'm in a different department, but I work at the job with you.
Okay. Trevor. What
Yeah,
would I know? I don't know no Trevor. What would I know Trevor?
Like I say, I'm in a different department, man. I see you guys sometime when y'all going to lunch, man. We be coming back. A couple of the ladies or whatever. I see you going to lunch, back and forth or whatever. But yeah, like I say, I'm in a different department,
Oh, okay. Well, what can I help you with, man? What can I help you with something? Is there a reason for the call?
I know you ain't got no wedding ring. Are you married?
Am I married? What kind of question is that? I ain't married. What's that?
Okay, cool. I want to ask you this here, man. Will you be my Valentine?
They say what? Maybe I heard that wrong. Rewind that, bro. Come back around.
I said, will you be my Valentine?
So first of all, listen, man. I don't know who told you to call me with this. No disrespect to the people.
I was just hoping we could go out, get some dinner, get some some drinks on.
No. Won't be none of that. I got a cousin that do your thing. Me personally, brother, I don't. Man, what the? Why would a person get this person? Sir, I don't know why you. Wait, let me ask you this: was it the color that I wore? Or something? Did I have a haircut? Did I have a piercing or something? Or something what made you think I was the guy for that?
I mean, I just sensed,
Hey, bro, listen, this is a serious situation, my man. You can't be, brother. I don't even get down like that. Okay, I'm not going this job. I'm not going this job. You must have got me mixed up with some other person. Trying me everything now. Listen, man. I'm gonna get off the phone with you. I'm a little confused. I'm just trying to figure out why you thought I was the one to call for this. I mean, maybe somebody told you something about me, bro, and they got it mixed up with somebody else. I know my name kind of funny or whatever, but that's why I use Dave, because I ain't want nobody to get it confused, or you know what I'm saying. But obviously, I need to maybe shorten it or put D or something like that, maybe. Cause,
so are you saying no dinner, man?
Bro, are you out of your fucking mind, bro?
So you won't be
bro?
no.
Isn't it obvious to you that I'm not playing?
Okay, so you saying you won't be my Valentine is what you're saying?
Man, hell no, I ain't gonna be your Valentine, man. I ain't gonna have to, I know what time it is, and I don't even get down like that, man. What the Yo, no. Listen, Tristan, you gotta understand, bro. You
It's
calling
Trevor,
me.
man. It's Trevor. We on
Listen,
this
I don't
phone.
give a damn about your name. You got me
Tristan.
messed up. First, you got me up. First of all, because I ain't one of the people that you know what I mean? I know it's 2020. I know I'm from the old school. You understand? I don't even know why this call. I don't even know why you calling me, man, for giving my number out at the job, man. I'm trying to get a promotion and you calling me with this little right here, man. I ain't got time for this, man. I got to do, man. I can't believe, man, somebody will give you my number, man. I know what my name is, man. I know how my name is, man, but I don't get out.
Okay, so let me ask you this here. Let me ask you this here, then.
Valentine and man, you got me up. Where's you going from? I don't play that man. I'm from the South Side, man.
Okay. So South Side. Let me ask you this here. You know Thaddeus, right?
Hey, look, man. I know Thaddeus. What the that got to do with what we talking about right now? Every time you keep asking y'all these questions, man.
Okay, it's got this to do with
You
it,
know
man.
Thaddeus.
Look, I ain't going nowhere with nobody and all. Let's get to the point, man. Thaddeus, what's up, man? That's like I told you, like a brother.
Thaddeus gave me your number, man.
Why the I'm gonna kill Thaddeus?
When you kill Thaddeus, you might well go and kill Tommy too.
Who the is Tommy, bro?
Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, that's funny, buddy. Yeah, that shit funny, buddy. I like those.
The first
Oh,
one.
hold on. I'm looking for one fucking specific one. Yeah, find it.
Hey, imagine what they're thinking, though. You know, the people that are getting pranked like that. Oh man, like imagine what they're thinking, though. Seriously, because the people pranking them have
What does
inside
nephew
info.
Tommy look like?
I don't know.
Inside info was crazy.
Oh, this one's great too. Okay, hold on. We'll listen to this one, then we'll get out of here if y'all are bored with it. But hold on. This is a good one.
Hello, may I speak to Terrence?
Yeah, man. It's
Hey, man, listen. Well, do me a favor, dude. When your girl is at my house, quit calling her interrupting us, man.
Oh, no.
Who?
Is this Terrence?
First of all, yeah, this Terrence, but who am I speaking with?
This Rocky right here. But ain't Davita your girl?
Yeah, Davita, my girl, but Rocky, who?
Okay, is the last digits of your phone 6621? Is that the last 4 digits of your phone number?
How the you got my number, man?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, when your girl over here visiting me, I need you to pull up on calling her.
Dude. First of all, my girl, Vita, she ain't over there visiting.
No, she right here. And you keep calling. You just got through calling her. You done called her 3 times. In the last 30 minutes, you done called her 3 times.
She at work. What the hell you mean she at your house?
No, she ain't at work. She right here. How come I'm looking at your number in her phone?
I tell you what, put a on the phone then.
No. See, what we not
on the phone.
No, I'm not putting her on the phone. The bottom line is this, man. Quit disrespecting me when she over here.
I mean, disrespecting you, dog. First of all, you disrespecting me. Number one, I ain't got daytime minutes, all right? Number two, when I'm calling her, I'm calling to speak with her. If she right there in front of you, dog, put her on the phone right now, straight up.
I'm not putting her on the phone. My conversation with you is about this. You got to learn to respect me. If she hanging out with me, don't be calling her while she hanging out with me. I know this your girl and everything, but she hanging out with me right now.
It's funny because, you know, when dudes try to play like they hard and dog, do you know who the I am?
Do you know who I am?
As far as I know, your name is some punk named Rocky. But
You damn right. I'm Rocky. I'm Rocky.
I'm Terrence. All right.
Oh.
Get that right. Number one. Number two. Well, my girl Vita at. You call her Davita. I call her Vita. Put Vita on the phone right now, because I'm liable to call her three-way, and we can talk this right now. Just see if she at work or she with you. All right?
Hey, dog. Bottom line is, if you call at the end of the day, the phone's sitting right here in my house. I'm just gonna be sitting here looking at it. That's it.
Okay. See, I hate when trying to call my bluff, dog. Like I told you, who I am. All right. Terrence don't around like that. Vita don't around like that, and she is at work. You got that, bro?
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. For the next 2 hours, don't call Vita or Davita's damn phone number, because you're interrupting what I got going on over here.
You threatening me for the next 2 hours, dog. First of all, I told you I don't have much time on my phone. I don't have daytime minutes like that.
Your little punk ass need to get some real minutes. All right, get some unlimited on your phone. So what I'm trying to tell you is this right here. Vita's over here for the next couple hours. Don't be calling this damn phone no more. That's what I'm telling you.
I tell you what, I'm gonna hang the phone up right now, and I'm gonna call her number back. If your answer the phone, and if I hear her in the background, it's gonna be a bloodshed, straight up.
Hey, let me explain this to you before you call this other line. You ain't when you call this other line, we still ain't answering it for the next 2 hours. Me and Vita big.
Oh wow.
He's gonna get somebody killed. That
You're
poor
right.
girl. He probably got that poor girl killed right there.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta you gotta know how to take a good joke though, because you're right. If, you know, it can turn to something bad. It can turn to a lot of insecurities and shit off of like a joke, a game.
Seagull, that's awesome. Owl rhymes with howl.
That was funny though. That was some funny ass shit. But I would hope for like, you know, honestly though, night out, I would hope that, you know, they laughed about it and was like, you
I
know,
hope
like
so.
because he was representing her though. He was like, I thought that was like adorable. Yeah, that's a good thing. He was like, she ain't gonna do that shit.
Oh,
You know what
because
I
I
mean? So she should love that shit. She should take the positive
Hey,
from it.
but check this part out. The worst part of it all was when he throwed him under the bus for not having minutes on his goddamn phone, trying to go get
That
a
was
job.
hilarious.
That was the worst part of it all. I was like, God damn. You can't fix that, no matter even if he finds out it was the joke. You still put
It made me not kind of trust him, honestly. It made me feel like he was trying to fucking use it like an excuse to, like,
that
you know,
shit,
get
that
off.
shit was about to get violent, boys. Like you said, people get hurt for shit like that. You know what I mean? People get hurt where I go, man.
No, for real though. Hey, I had my ex-girlfriend literally told me that the worst days that she didn't trust in me were the days that she would listen to 104.5. There's one like, or, you know, on the way to work and shit, 7, 8 in the morning. They would do that. They would prank call people, couples,
Yeah.
you know, and they would cause them. They would cause them, like, you know, like, to just, you know, whatever. Like, oh, your man cheating on you, blah 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 blah. And it was, but it was real though. But like, they were really cheating on each other though, man. It was fucked up. Like, honestly, I was like, why even listen to that shit? That shit's toxic. But she would listen to it though, and guess she finally admitted, like, she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, that was one of the most days I didn't trust you when I was listening to that shit. She was like,
Yeah,
I thought you
see?
were cheating on me.
It creates insecurities for no reason.
Yeah, is what you're listening to. You gotta be careful what you're listening to.
Well, my ex used to like to listen to Eminem. Every time we listened to Eminem in the car, if we were going somewhere, we'd end up in a fight.
Damn, I can see that. You know what's crazy? I swear on everything I love. I was just watching this fucking TV show earlier that I was like, man, I like the TV show and shit, right? Man, but like, as I started watching it, I really swear, I'm not lying to you. It brought me back to like wanting to be reckless, like for like back in the day. Yeah, like it was crazy. Like if I'd have kept, like, I wanted to be reckless, man. In any way, whether I was gonna argue with someone, drink a little too much, whatever. But I was gonna just be reckless, you know. But I swear, I calmed myself down, and I calmed myself, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is why I don't like watching movies.
Hey, buddy, you're muted. Welcome back.
I don't like watching this shit no more.
I think poor Dirt Farmer had to go do something.
Demonic.
And Buddy's muted. And
I'm sure he knows. Buddy's probably just trying to let everybody talk. What's up, Night Owl? Good to see you, girl. Here, let me throw the face on too. Say hi to you, buddy.
Hey,
Night Owl. Hey,
yeah.
Chat room. What's up? Much love, everybody. Yeah.
My hair's a mess. I took a nap. I was watching on the Netflix. It's called Terra. It's about these English sailors, the explorers in like the 1800s, and they go to the Antarctic Circle. They're trying to get to North America, and all this shit happens, and there's like a mystery. They're stuck in the ice for a whole winter, like a whole year, and they're waiting for spring. Well, there's this mysterious creature that's like taking people out. Is that the wolf? That's the wolfling. There it is. Wolfling.
Oh, what a beautiful dog. Oh, I love animals, man. Oh, a cat. Cats are the best.
Look at
I
that.
like cats more than dogs. I ain't gonna lie,
The cat
guys.
and the wolfling right together.
Night Owl. Hey, Night Owl, would you say that cooking food is like an art that's more important than almost anything in the world?
Yeah.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Oh, we got one more coming up. This one's funny, folks. Y'all gonna enjoy this one.
I agree with you.
Thank you, Nikita. So are you, gorgeous.
Hey, I like that. Oh shit, another dog. Yee. Hey, I love dogs.
Yeah, it's Gerald. Who's calling?
Hey, Gerald, this is Calvin, man. You live a couple blocks over from me, man. I just want to reach out to you. One of the neighbors gave me your number, man, and I just want to tell you,
I don't want no. I'm sorry, I don't want no subscriptions in that, brother. I might as well cut you off right now.
Oh, what now?
Subscriptions? You calling about some subscriptions or something?
No. I'm a neighbor, my man. I'm just a couple blocks over from you. No, I got your number from one of the neighbors. I was calling to let you know I've been smelling your barbecue, man. That's what I was calling about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You've been grilling every day. Seem like over there. I've been smelling the smoke in there. You over there putting it down, huh?
I mean, I thank you for the compliment, but yeah. I mean, now you say I had nothing else to do but cook. You know, in these times. I mean, I might as well do what I'm good at it. You know. Who gave you my number though?
It's a guy on your street. Last name Edwards. I can't remember the dude's first name. I call him Edwards. I think he lives on your street. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So what you cook and smoke?
Man, I cook. I burn a little bit. That's why I call like from one barbecue brother to another. I was just reaching out. I said, man, this junk is burning over there. So you putting it in, man. What all you been cooking since we've been locked down?
I mean, I've kind of been, experimenting a little bit. I've been doing some, doing some different woods, cherry. I kind of mix it in a little bit of hickory. Kind of all depends on what I'm cooking, whether it's some fish, it's, chicken. I mix it up every now and then, but sometimes I have lately been experimenting with this mesquite. I mean, the flavor just fall off the bone. Well, I'm out there every day about after 4 or 3.
Yeah, that's when I've been smelling the smoke, because your smoke coming to my yard. I'm 2 blocks over. Your smoke carrying a good distance, man. But it's all right, though. It's all right.
I've been soaking my chips and all that stuff. I mean, I've been just trying some new techniques. Nothing crazy. Well,
let me go and say this though.
You going crazy, huh? What's good?
No, it ain't got me going crazy. To be completely honest with you, bro, it's kind of got me up. You f***ing your meat up so damn bad, dog, that I'm sitting there smelling this shit. And I'm trying to figure out, what are you doing? You soaking this, you using cherry. Hey man, if you ain't putting no pecan or no oak in there, you're a dude on the grill that don't know what the you doing. And that's my...
Why you gotta cuss at me?
Because dog, you from a real barbecue man, you don't know what the you doing. And that's I've been in competitions. You talking about a real barbecue man? I didn't grow up. Ain't no way you been in no damn competition for no barbecue, dog. Not with the I'm smelling, man.
Look, I'm talking to you because I'm bored as and you just gonna start cussing at me and talk about my. Hey, how you know what it is? You haven't even.
But dog, I can smell it. I can smell wood in the air and know what's right and what's wrong.
It smells good, and then you just come out of nowhere cussing. I know we all going crazy right now, but you got cuss at me.
Hey man, listen. Here what I'm gonna go and say this here.
You ain't got cuss at me.
Okay, cool. I ain't gonna cuss no more. Oh, cool. But let me say this: don't put nothing else on that. Don't put nothing else on that grill I swear to you, for at least a month, I don't want to smell your smoke no more, dog.
How you gonna tell me what to do? You don't even know me like that. You just gonna have to smell it.
I'm just saying, I'm 2 blocks over, and I'm tired of smelling your smoke. I'm tired of smelling it. You don't know what you're doing. Don't put nothing else on that pit for at least another month.
I don't know what to tell you. If I put some rotten tomatoes on there and I want to smoke, you gonna smell it. How about that now?
Okay. Hey, man.
No. I'm bored out my mind. You calling me talking shit.
Hey, dog. Because you got the smoke in the air that smell like shit.
No, you
don't know what you're doing.
I do know what I'm doing. Have you tasted it? My shit is falling
I
off the
don't
bone.
want to taste it. I don't want.
My shit off the bone. I've been experimenting. Okay. I did put some applesauce.
See that right there? What the is that? You did what with some applesauce? Hey, man, don't put else on that grill.
Read the article.
I'm going to send you some YouTube videos so you can learn how to barbecue. Because you're going to quit in the neighborhood up, dog.
Don't tell me what to do. That don't sit right with me. I ain't got no job right now. You telling me what to do. I ain't got in the house, and you just going to tell me what to do. My
if your food is tight, why are you wasting it on the barbecue?
Food is tight, brother. Just quit right
now. I'm trying to figure out how to stop your ass from cooking, man.
Doing what? Living?
No, cooking out on the grill, and everybody got to smell some that we know ain't being cooked right. I'm a barbecue man. I know what I'm doing. You don't, and it bothers me. So that's why I got your number.
You got a sauce. What competition you want?
I don't have to be in no competitions. Everybody come to get my barbecue.
Who that? The bums?
No, ain't no. Okay, hey man, listen. Let's finish this way. If you put something else on the grill, I'm gonna come around there and whoop your ass.
You ain't gonna do shit. Ain't gonna do shit. How about that? Just on my damn phone. The is calling me with this bullshit.
Hey man, hey this nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your cousin
got me talking about my words and sauces and shit.
Your cousin Trey got me to pray.
That was smart. That was
that
smart.
mother came over here and got a plate yesterday. I should have knew what happened. They were over in the corner snicking with my aunt. Just for nothing. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't allowed over here at all. He ain't allowed over here at all. No more. We didn't social distance his ass. He can hashtag it in the front and the back.
Hey man, you got to tell me this right here, right now. Gerald, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Come on, brother. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, man, with this nonsense about my food and sausage.
How y'all feel?
That was funny.
Hey, can you pull up the?
That was hilarious.
There's one more.
That was a good approach.
Okay, this next one. Pull up Apollo. Whoever's in the control room, they'll fight it out. Bring up the one about Apollo. This one had me dying fucking laughing, folks. Excuse my language. It's Tuesday night, and I usually don't cuss on Tuesday. Poor Dirt Farmer still up here, or did he leave?
He's muted out. I think he had to go do something.
Well,
I'm still sitting here. I'm sitting on the front porch. I'm waiting on the storm to get here.
He's being
waiting on the storm.
He's drunk, folks. He's drunk. Yeah, let's pull up the Apollo. Steve Harvey prank call. This is my favorite one. I think y'all really will enjoy it.
My dog Apollo?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and kick out the name of the thing here. It's all right. God damn. Give them books, teach them to read.
Little Dave's all excited.
Here we go, Night Owl. Listen.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, is this apartment 18C?
Yeah, this 18C.
Hey, man, my name's Virgil. Who is this right here? Who is this?
You speaking to Marcus? What's going on?
Okay, Marcus, let me ask you something, man. Y'all done messed up. Y'all done got Apollo arrested last night on some trumped up charges, man.
Hold on, I'm lost here. What is this you talking about?
You got Apollo arrested last night on some trumped up charges.
Whoa. Are you sure you dialed the right number,
I
man?
got the right number, man. Y'all, you and 18C, ain't you?
Yeah, okay, this 18C. Now tell me, now what is this about? Apollo? Who is Apollo? I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all got Apollo arrested last night on some trumped up charges. You know, now he downtown, and evidently somebody pressing charges. So now I got to figure out how I'm gonna get Apollo out of jail.
Hold on,
Don't
boss.
make no sense right here, man. I need y'all to go downtown and go on and drop these charges so Apollo can come home.
Pump the brakes, boss. Listen what you're saying now. You calling me about somebody that I don't even know. I don't know no Apollo. You know, I apologize for your homeboy and everything that's going down, but I don't know nobody named Apollo. I really don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So
okay,
you know.
so y'all ain't called the police last night.
Ain't nobody called no police.
You ain't called. You gonna sit here and lie to me and tell me you ain't called no police last night?
Let's take this back. Now, what's your name, man?
My name is Virgil.
And now, how you come about getting my number?
Don't worry about how I got your number. I got it. You the one. I know you the one got Apollo arrested on these trumped up charges.
Don't worry. Now, hold on. How you know? How you know where I live?
Because I live above you. I live in 19C.
19C. So, are you the one that got the loud barking dog all hours of the night?
Apollo. My dog is Apollo.
My God. Apollo, man, you got me thinking that you talking about some human being. You sitting here calling me about some animal, some dog?
They arrested my dog last night,
man. First of all,
nah, evidently you pressing charges. Hey, listen,
no,
you going
man.
down there to get my dog out of jail, man.
Evidently, you need to listen to what you talking about, man. You calling me about some animal? Listen, we call the front desk people about disturbance. Every time we look around, we hear your dog. So you might need to take it over with whoever that's in charge with the apartment complex, because that's who we inform about your loud dog. Now, you know, you calling me, how you got my number, I don't know. But you need to check this out and talk with the people that's in charge of the apartment complex.
I'm taking it up with the person that filed a complaint and got my dog arrested last night. Now, my dog down there on some Trump charges.
Really?
They ain't even read Apollo his rights or nothing like that.
Really? You really talking? Listen what you're saying, man.
Out the house, man. And it's all this cause of you.
Man, I think you need to, you need some counseling or something, boss, because you talking about a dog. How can a dog get arrested? You need to, this is crazy. Listen, I don't think we got anything else to talk about, man, because...
Yeah, we got to talk about Apollo, man, and how you going to go down there and get him out of jail, and you need to have him here back by here this evening. I ain't finna go through this without my dog being here.
This man sounds crazy. Baby, this man calling me about a dog being arrested. This is the dog that be barking.
It's Apollo, man. Apollo is a family member, and you done got him arrested, man, for what? Hey, man, why would you do something like that?
Man, how about this? You and that dog. Don't be calling me no more, talking to me about some dog that I ain't got no control over. You need to take this up with the police or whoever called. Ain't nobody called no police.
Did you just say Apollo?
Man, listen.
Did you just say that?
You heard what I said.
Okay. Hey, man, I'm not trying to argue. Okay, look. Let's just do this here. Is it any way you could just come down there with me this evening and drop the charge?
Come down where?
Down to the police station, man, where Apollo went, dog.
Look.
Dog, he down, listen. Okay, I'm not trying to holler. He down there on some trumped-up charge. You can't even pick him out in a lineup if you want. Apollo clean.
I can't
believe
He
ain't got no prior convictions,
I can't believe
man.
I can't
Nothing
believe
like that.
Listen, man. Do you really hear what you're saying? Now, I know they say man, best friend is a dog, but you taking this a little bit too far. Now, you need to really listen to what you're talking about. You need to handle all this, what you got a problem with the folks at the front desk and the police, if they do got your dog. This really don't make any sense right now to me. Now, I apologize once again about your dog, but I think we have our business finished right
now. Hey, man,
because
let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this right here, okay? Marcus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you this here. You try to testify against him. Try to testify against Apollo and see what happens.
What in the world are you? Listen, man, I'm going to tell you like this. You, Apollo, anything else that you got to say about this situation right here. You found my number. You know where I live. You just come see me.
You really want that?
I'm about to be through with this phone call, man.
I tell you what. Let me say this right here. I'm going to say this right here to you. You try to get on the stand and testify against Apollo, and I promise you, dog, you're gonna have some problems on your hands. You hear me?
Listen, you really talking some nonsense right now. Do you really hear what you saying to me? Apollo is a dog.
I know he a dog. He my dog. You know what? I tell you what. Hey man, how that pretty little wife of yours doing? The one that be at home while you going to work all day.
What you just say to me?
How is that pretty little wife of yours that be gone, that be at home when you gone to work?
What's your name?
I already told you my name, Virgil.
Check this. 19C where you at, right? Please
That's where I'm at.
Well, please believe that's where we about to meet right now. Because now the man gonna come up here talking to me about my wife. So if it's any other dog you got up in the place, please believe that dog's gonna get up right along with your.
Okay. Well, I got one more thing before you.
Man,
one thing you need to know before you get here.
You ain't got to say to me because you took this a little too far around with me and a dog. Now you trying to talk about what's going on in my household and my wife? Please believe 19C is where you about to find me.
Okay, well, let me tell you who else up here in 19C that's waiting on you.
All of them about to get up. Whoever's all up in 19C.
Okay, well, let me tell you who else in here. You want to know who else in here?
Man.
I'm finna tell you this here. Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show is up in here in 19C.
Yes, sir.
What the hell? Nephew.
That's right.
This nephew Tommy. God. Man, you got me cussing, man. My mama be listening to this station.
Your name.
All right, folks, there you had it.
He's gonna get somebody fucked up, that guy. I'm surprised he hasn't already. That's gonna turn out to be like a Jenny Jones thing.
Why you gotta drag Jenny into this shit?
Remember when somebody got killed? He got outed on her show. And he killed himself after he left her show.
Yeah, he was gay or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, something
She outed
like
him
that.
on the air and said that they fixed match made or something.
Something happened.
She
You
acted
know
like
more
it was
about
a
it than
girl.
I do.
What?
You know more about it than I do.
Yeah, I always wanted to sleep with her.
I liked that show.
Yeah. Probably for the same reason I did, don't lie.
Well, I used to like Jerry Springer too. And Maury.
You kissed a girl and you liked it, remember?
So buddy, how you doing? You got your back to me. You're all wearing black. You're kind of grumpy.
And who?
You being grumpy tonight?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. How you doing? I'm
Doing good,
stoned.
I can tell. You lost your mind a little early tonight, didn't you?
I tried all day. I've been drying out some weed. My weed and
Night out. What else do you do in your life, honey? I mean, you don't date. You don't. I mean, you got Dave and your parents.
My friend, my gentleman friend that takes me on my errands and.
Okay, what does he get for taking you on errands and shit?
Nothing. He's my friend. He likes my company. He was mad that I wanted to stay home tonight.
Okay, if that's all it is.
Canceled on him.
It's none of my business.
I don't know. I do stuff. I help my mom and my dad do stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't want you sitting around the damn house smoking pot all the time.
No, I don't. Not all the time. Just the last couple days.
That could turn into a damn problem. We're going to have to put you on the mailing list for fucking rehabs.
Oh, shit. I want to go to that nice one.
I'll send. We'll take up a YouTube collection and send you on up.
Origins. The one on TV that you're not an addict. They don't do that.
We'll send you to the villages.
You know how like the AA or the NA, they say you're an addict. Once an addict, always an addict, and you'll always be an addict the rest of your life. And I don't believe
your mother. You always fuck your mother.
I don't fucking believe that. I believe that if someone wants to change, they'll change.
People got to see what it's like at the very bottom before they start to go up.
But the program, it will help a person. It does help.
I got some breaking
But
news.
I
Can
don't
you roll
think
the
you need the
breaking news footage
program
there, please?
forever. It's kind of a little bit that they want to keep people coming back, you know.
They found a cave. They found an underground tunnel at John Combs' house today.
Did they really?
Yes. That was
Nuh-uh.
breaking news. Yes, they did. Really, truly.
I'm gonna look. I don't believe it. Because I've been looking all day at stuff for that.
Oh yeah, they sent they had to call, and the mother met the FBI there and shit. And they were distraught because they were going to move, and they moved to bed, and there was a secret passageway there. I mean, this just came to me from my sources down there in Palm Beach.
Oh.
And you moved to bed over, and the rug was over top of it. And you move the rug, and you open it up, and it goes down into the tunnel.
Well, they say that was Jack Nicholson's house, and there's the tunnels that take you to the Playboy Mansion, and the Playboy Mansion, it's covered up, like it's however they sealed it up, but it's still there. And it went to Warren Beatty's house, Jack Nicholson, who else? It was 5 of them, like old school actors. Well, the house Diddy lived in California.
Mm-hmm. Would you go to one of the street
Jack
parties?
Nicholson's old mansion.
Okay, so you're saying that old handsome Jack built the tunnels first?
Yes, and then they asked Warren Beatty about it on the
Well,
Tonight Show years ago.
He got
And
charged with domestic violence.
he said that could never happen. That could never happen. It would be millions of dollars to build those tunnels. And everyone was just like, yeah.
Yeah, but the wiring was all fucking pulled out and shit, and it was a rat hole, really. But guess who I heard they're looking at? Jay-Z. They're looking at J-Lo. They're looking at
they're looking at Ashton Kutcher.
This is the new Epstein Island right here, folks.
Prince Harry is included in that somehow, possibly. Who else? A lot of people.
This is going to change a lot of things, you know.
Magic Johnson, the Reverend, the Bishop, T.D. Jakes.
He was up there getting red freak on up there in the house.
I was listening to excerpts of the book.
Well, guess who knew this? Guess who started this shit? That came out with the truth, and nobody listened. He was dropping little hints.
Kanye.
No, Cat Williams.
Oh yeah, Cat Williams was doing more than dropping hints, though. He comes out with the whole thing on that.
Holy shit!
Channel. I think it's All Stars.
Okay. Hold on, folks.
Reality Entertainment.
Yeah.
All Stars. Them.
Hold on.
And the Blue Couch guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat Williams. He said 2024 is the year of revelation. The year of exposure. And Jaguar Wright, she's a backup singer. She was a backup singer for Jay-Z and Diddy and all of them for years.
Oh, yeah?
And she's been saying it for years. Nobody believed her. Everybody said she was crazy. She's not crazy. She's been saying it for years. Gene Deal, Diddy's bodyguard, that he had for years and years, came out with it. They've been all saying this for like 5 years. And now people are listening. Ellen DeGeneres, she loves the Diddy party. What they did to Justin Bieber.
Oh, I think he was molested.
Oh my God, more than that. A lot too, more than just molested.
He probably was the freak show.
They showed him going down on Odell Beckham. There's a video of it. It's everywhere.
He's blowing Odell, huh?
At the club. While this other singer guy is like on the lookout. Yep. I mean, it's bad. They got him so fucked up. Justin, he at one time he was really, really, really fucked up. Now he's married to a famous person's daughter. I'm stoned, so I can't remember her name. Yeah. And they just had a baby, and he's dealing with his trauma. And her dad put out a thing and said, Justin will always be here for you. We love you. And we'll help you. Yeah.
Steve Harvey was in there too.
Stephen Baldwin. Oh, yeah. Stephen Baldwin is the dad of Bieber's wife.
Thank you, Sabrina.
And I think Obama and Camilla was in there too. Hold on.
Yup. He did a lot of campaigning for Hillary. During when she was running against Trump.
Okay.
He had a thing that said vote or die. Mm-hmm. And he had a big voting parties, and Hillary was there and everything.
Roll. Drop Roland the link, please. Here, I'm going to play something here for you real quick, Nadia.
He's they're saying he's on a hunger strike or just not able to eat at the moment. He's not eating. He's refusing his food. Like they come back to get it. It's not hot.
We got Sleepy Brown in the house. We got Cameron and the Dipset in the house.
Y'all take it easy. Celebrities and people too.
Hey! Television. We got this drunk motherfucker over here, Big Will in the house. The brothers in the house. Oh, coming from the 60604.
Do not have your cat spayed or neutered.
We got Andre 3000 in the house. Shut up, little motherfucker. You see him every day on Wild and Out.
Hold on.
Why is their heads cut off?
Hold on.
On your motherfucking feet and give it up to Cat Williams.
Hold on.
Click the full screen thing. You just had it.
I got you. Now, hold on.
Okay.
That ain't what I wanted.
Was that? Just a preview of his movie?
I got a short that says, Cat Williams told us about Diddy a long time ago, 2004.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy.
Oh.
Do you want me to play it?
Give me a minute, though.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, wait till Buddy finds what he's looking for. Type in Cat Williams and P. Diddy.
I know where to find that at.
Pity the Diddy.
Yeah, they say that he's in the worst federal prison in America. That judges refuse to send people there. It's so bad.
Night Owl, did you see Buddy do the prank call last week when he called the prison?
No.
And he tried, because he wanted to talk to P. Diddy, and the guy hung up on Buddy.
Oh my
Reporting
God.
live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype
Cam
News,
talking to.
I'm Symphony Thompson. As more information continues to come out regarding the upcoming case on Sean Diddy Combs, several old interviews and clips have started to resurface, where Diddy and his now infamous freak-off parties are mentioned. The indictment, which was made public last week, detailed events that contributed to the racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking accusations Diddy was charged with. The indictment will also explain that these parties could last several days and sometimes would end in victims receiving IV fluids to recover. Reports have also claimed the parties allegedly involved Diddy distributing a variety of controlled substances to victims, as well as keeping video footage as potential blackmail. Now, back in January, during his interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams predicted all lies will be exposed in 2024. And many are pointing to the latest developments on Diddy's indictment as another example of the comedian predicting things that were soon to come. As news of the freak-off parties became public, many online would join in on the jokes, especially after headlines reported the FBI seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Over the weekend, Cat would take to his own Instagram story in order to comment on the ongoing news of Diddy's freak-off parties. He would repost an AI-edited clip from 1991's New Jack City. However, the clip showcased Diddy's face on Nino Brown's body and would imply that when it comes time for a trial, Diddy will be telling on a few people. Cat's caption for the reposted clip would read, "Diddy about to snitch on everybody."
Oh, shit.
In addition to that, Cat would repost another clip, this time coming from the film Bad Boys 2. The caption, "POV, when you leave a Diddy party."
No, I'm not all right, Mike. 3 days of this shit got my nerves all rattled. My ass still hurts.
Interestingly enough, this isn't the first time Cat has mentioned Wild Hollywood parties. In his debut stand-up special, The Pimp Chronicles, he would mention celebrity parties and what could happen if you accidentally walk in to the wrong room.
Niggas in Hollywood just do the drugs right in front of you and act like ain't shit happened. You in the middle of a goddamn meeting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the movie with you, and then we're gonna motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood. You never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. Nigga, come here. Is that two niggas kissing?
Despite Diddy pleading not guilty to all charges, it appears that Cat knew about the infamous Hollywood parties long before they came to light and has been warning us about them all along. So what do you guys think of Cat Williams roasting Diddy and his freak-off parties? Let us know in the comments below. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Be sure to check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content.
That was a good video.
And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want
That was
to show
a
your
good.
support.
Can you put the link
Reporting
to that
live
video
from Hyper Clubhouse
so
in Atlanta for Comedy
channel?
Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Yeah.
Did y'all enjoy that? We've got so
Yeah.
much more for you at hypersclub.com.
Yeah.
Our exclusive interviews and backstage content gives you the chance to feel a part of the club. So what are you waiting for? Come on.
No, I don't want to.
I'm gonna sub up. Hypers Club.
More companies announced they've cut ties
It's not coming up.
with the Bad Boy CEO.
Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy.
A new civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs
accuses him of sex trafficking. You know him as Diddy, formerly Puff Daddy, big-time rapper, big-time superstar, and now the feds at his houses in both locations.
It's like a tapestry of criminal activity.
We are hearing from Homeland Security.
I want to declare that the career of Sean P. Diddy Combs is over. When you have multitudes of people lining up, all making the same or nearly identical allegations, it becomes much more powerful.
Sabrina, can you share the link to it?
Who are you trying to party? Like Diddy?
Like Diddy?
Trying to party?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
I actually don't know.
Rap mogul Sean Puffy Combs pleaded not guilty today to charges stemming from a nightclub shooting. Combs was arraigned on charges of criminal possession of a handgun.
On December 27th, 1999, the NYPD responded to an incident that occurred on West 43rd Street in Times Square. At around 3 o'clock in the morning, gunshots rang out in Manhattan's very own Club New York, leaving numerous innocent bystanders in dire need of medical attention. Authorities reached the scene of the crime and arrested 21-year-old Jamal Barrow, a young, up-and-coming rapper known professionally as Shine, who had just signed to Bad Boy Records only a few months prior. But the man who signed him was nowhere to be found. Despite arriving with Shine that night, Sean Puff Daddy Combs was attempting to flee the club in a brand new Lincoln Navigator, leaving Shine alone to be charged with 3 counts of attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon. It was reported that Diddy's driver sped through 11 separate red lights that night, flying down 8th Avenue past 2 parked police cars before finally being pulled over. Officers were quick to find 2 9mm pistols inside the vehicle, prompting them to arraign all 4 passengers, which included Diddy's then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. One former detective recalling how J-Lo's mother was yelling at her in Spanish over the phone by the time they arrived at the Manhattan South Police Precinct, telling the New York Post she was really mad at Jennifer. I heard her say, "I told you not to get involved with him."
An officer testified that everyone in the SUV was ordered to put their hands on the vehicle, but Lopez walked away, saying she was going home. As she was being detained, a gun was discovered in the vehicle. The officer quotes Lopez as saying, "It's not my gun."
After 60 witnesses, 126 court exhibits, and 25 years of retrospect, the actual events leading up to this infamous shootout remain tragically unclear, though most accounts say Diddy was arguing with a man named Scar, who, annoyed by Diddy's relentless flexing, threw a pile of money in the record executive's face as a sign of disrespect. One clubgoer by the name of Natania Rubin testified she heard Scar threaten to kill Shine shortly before she says she witnessed both Shine and Diddy pull out weapons and begin firing. Natania then felt what she described as a flaming hot sledgehammer shattering her face. She had been shot.
As I turned back to look at them, I watched them bow, bow. Both of them fired, and the muzzle flash was like, psh, psh. Shine's muzzle flash was a little higher. He was on the side closest to the bar. Puffy's muzzle flash was a little lower, and he was on the side closest to where I was, straight ahead from me. I watched them both fire their guns. I watched them.
Natania was just one of 3 victims that night, and while there were thankfully no casualties, there were still countless questions that needed to be answered. To what extent was everyone involved? Well, J-Lo was exonerated almost instantly. In fact, authorities cleared her of any wrongdoing after just 14 hours in the pit. She was never charged. Her boyfriend Diddy, on the other hand, was slapped with 4 weapons charges for the pistols found in his Navigator and was even charged for attempted bribery when the driver testified Diddy offered him $50,000 to say the guns were his. Diddy even reportedly presented a $40,000 ring as collateral.
This afternoon, jurors asked for a transcript of a phone message Combs left Wardell Fenderson, once his driver, now the prosecution's star witness. And I just want to... What exactly Combs meant by that is in dispute, but the prosecution claims the rapper offered Fenderson $50,000.
After a very tense and extremely public 6-month trial, however, Diddy was acquitted on all charges, while his protege Shine received a 10-year prison sentence, despite Natania, the victim, maintaining since day one it was Diddy who shot her in the face, not Shine, who she says only fired his gun at the...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello.
Are you there?
And recent interview with News Nation, Netanya reiterated, "I literally watched them all pull out the guns. I had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it vehemently to all parties involved. Who better to tell you what happened than the person who got shot?" Smack dab in between my eyes. Netanya is in fact so adamant that she's since offered to have the bullet fragments removed from her.
Hold on, it'll get better. My computer just got hot. Hold on. It's cooling.
Her skull for ballistic evidence should the case ever be reopened. Ever since that life-altering verdict, Netanya has insisted that Shine was the fall guy, a term literally used by Shine himself after leaving jail. As much as Shine has made an effort to grow and change as a person, distancing himself from his troubled past by becoming the leader of the Belize Democratic Party in recent years. Yeah, his dad is the former prime minister of Belize, by the way. No big deal. Shine has recently opened up about his role in that fateful club shooting during an interview with Channel 5 Belize. In reference to Netanya's claims, Shine stated, "It opens wounds when you hear the victim saying that it was Diddy who shot her. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. My political enemies and detractors try to make me into this criminal, but everyone knew that I was just a young kid that took the fall. Everyone knew that was the story. I'm just saying that I've maintained my innocence all this time." While he doesn't explicitly say he took the fall for Diddy, he does make sure to emphasize what Netanya is telling us, saying, "I didn't get into who did what, but the victim is telling you who did what. Fragments were never removed, so there was never any forensic testing to say who it was, but the victims are vindicating me, clarifying once and for all that he's moved on and that he doesn't want to relive those tragic experiences." So why discuss any of this now? Well, it all stems from a recent lawsuit filed this February by producer and Diddy collaborator Lil Rod, who has come out with a laundry list of allegations against his former creative partner, which we will be exploring extensively throughout this video. But what I want to focus on first is what these court filings say about the 1999 incident. On page 25 of the 73-page lawsuit, it is stated that Diddy bragged to Lil Rod about getting away with shooting people, sharing that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine, and that J-Lo carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. Lil Rod's assertion that Diddy bragged about bribing witnesses and jurors in the criminal case concerning the 1999 shooting lines up perfectly with Netanya's own recollection of events that she has never once deviated from.
Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, "Puffy, pew pew me in the face."
But as mentioned, this is far from the only concerning allegation against Sean P. Diddy Combs. In fact, there are entire decades of those, with the most recent wave of lawsuits being the most shocking and disgusting of all. Which is why today we'll be going through all of these stories, presenting them as cohesively as possible here in this video. It's gonna be a long one, and I don't doubt it will get pretty dark. While Diddy has yet to be charged for anything connected to the recent flurry of allegations against him, I think it's important we know what exactly he's currently facing in order to get a better sense of who he is and where he may go from here. But in order for that to happen, we need to start a little further back. Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, whatever you want to call him, has existed in the cultural zeitgeist for a minute now. In fact, he's remained a prominent figure in American pop culture since the early 90s. But I want to venture back to when he was nothing more than a young boy from Mount Vernon. Born in Harlem in 1967, Sean Combs was raised by a single mother in New York following the murder of his father in the early 70s. He attended a Catholic boys' school throughout his adolescence before eventually enrolling at Washington, D.C.'s Howard University during the late 80s. Initially seeking a business degree, Diddy spent most of his time driving around in his convertible and throwing rowdy parties that one former student described as a once-in-a-lifetime type vibe to Rolling Stone. Not all of his former classmates look back on Diddy so fondly, though, with another former student telling the magazine she kept as far away as possible from the rapper after he allegedly caressed her back without consent and asked if she wanted to meet his friend, alluding to Diddy's creepier, volatile side by recalling how he flew off the handle when she confronted him for cutting her off in the cafeteria line, with yet another student describing how Diddy would persistently tap on the classroom window to get his girlfriend to ditch class. Noticing how she would tense up whenever Diddy appeared, the student told Rolling Stone he just had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful, though his stint at Howard wouldn't last long, ultimately dropping out to pursue a career in music before starting his sophomore year, never to return to the school again until 2014 when they gave him an honorary doctorate, which it turns out was a pretty controversial move even back then. Several students at the time expressed frustration over the fact Diddy was getting special treatment when he only spent about a year actually enrolled, which is fair. I don't really know what Diddy could have brought to a commencement speech for a school he never got close to graduating from, but none of that matters now because they've since revoked his honorary doctorate in the wake of, well, everything horrible that's come out against him.
The university also made the decision to return Combs' $1 million contribution and terminate a $1 million pledge agreement from the Sean Combs Foundation.
But that was all way before he became established in the music scene. The way Diddy first got his foot in the door was by becoming an